share sign. There we go.
Yeah, it did.
Woo! Alright. Hello and welcome, guys, to Smash 4 Scotland's first ever podcast, I guess. This is not Battlefield's podcast. This is our own little thing now.
Yeah, it makes sense for it to be a general community thing rather than just like one event's podcast.
Yeah, I just made like a Dundee page for it too.
Alright,
So
okay.
it's like a Smash 4 Scotland podcast on Dundee's own Google account now, so I just kind of went ahead and done that.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
fine.
it's you that's doing all the stuff for it, so
Mhm.
like, okay.
Alright.
Oh, bloody phone, hang on.
Is this picking up all the audio? Is that correct? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I guess we'll give ourselves a quick introduction to who we are. I am Jack, or Giant Taxi and Jakobin. I don't know who else is here.
I guess I'll go next,
Okay.
being the completely blank square.
Reluctantly, everyone waits behind.
Right, I'll go next. Hello, I'm Gimbal B. I left my camera at max XP, I think it was, so I will be a blank square tonight.
Hooray!
I ran Smash 4 House Spotting and I guess in charge of big battlefields being a thing. But yeah, I help out with battlefield stuff and general stuff in Glasgow.
Alright. Everyone else?
Okay. Should I go next?
Go for
Right,
it.
I'm Pilot. I'm Pilot. I do the bi-weeklies in Glasgow, Rebirth for Smash PM, for Smash 4. So that's pretty much everything I do. I run the PD channel. I think that the account that I've logged in the Google Hangout and by accident. I'm not sure. Yeah.
That's our boy Pilot.
Alright,
Yeah. I
think
don't know
I'll
about
go-
my mic quality. Sorry.
You're
Right.
lagging a bit, but you're in America, so that's just kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's bearable.
sorry about that.
Okay.
Alright, Shawnee, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm Reset Aberdeen's Shawnee T or Bug, and I'm not a T. I don't do any TOing or anything, but pretty much I'm here just because I'm the only representative Aberdeen. Basically, well, I'm the first person from Aberdeen to actually come and say I'll represent. So yeah, I'm
Alright.
here.
And lastly,
My name is Kasim. I go with the tag TG, and I'm top 5 in the PR. I'm GK, and I run Edinburgh weeklies called Capital Smash.
and did he also mention he's top 5?
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I'm also top 5.
I'll fight for now.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. Right. So first off tonight, we're going to talk about just the most recent events that have happened. So I'm thinking we'll start with right. We just had Battlefield there, but I don't want to go over that yet. I want to go over I think we could go over the previous Battlefield, but
May as well start there.
go over well. We could start from the first Battlefield. So what we just had Battlefield June there, didn't we?
Yeah.
So let's have a look at Battlefield Glasgow May. I need to go and get the bracket up for this.
Oh man, I wasn't even there for May actually. I don't think. I can't remember.
I remember seeing you at me. I don't think.
I need to get the challenge bracket for it. I could just go on Facebook and find it, but I'm being very convoluted.
I think May was I wasn't feeling well still, and then just had to leave. Like I came in, set up the recording stuff, left, and then went back a few days
That's
later
funny.
and uploaded
There's
it.
I can't even see the bracket. I can see April and June, but there's nothing there for May. Something it must have been done on like a separate challenge.
Might have been
I can
on
try and find it.
Thomas's one actually.
It'll be on the the Facebook page anyway, so I'll just have a quick look on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Battlefield Glasgow.
But yeah, was that Host winning that one?
I think Ost won it, yeah. Or it might
Yeah.
be April. He might have won April.
No, I think it was
No.
April that he won because you were.
Oh,
at May.
April was then.
April was an interesting tournament within itself, with all the results.
What happened in May?
May was just Meekin and Ethan, I think, at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a pretty average month.
Yeah, it was like you, then Ken, and Ethan, or something like that.
I don't think anything really jumped out that much about May. But June, oh my god, when we get to June's tournament bracket, oh my god.
Oh, yeah, stuff
Oh
happened.
wait, May was when Hattie versus Ander happened, right?
That was, that
Yeah,
was like one
right.
really, that match I really want to specifically talk about actually, because that, I loved watching that set.
Yeah, no, everyone was like crowded around for that set. It was really good.
And we were just like chatting to them while they were playing as well.
Yeah, and they're just like chatting amongst themselves as well.
I've got
Oh.
the May bracket.
You got it, I'm just about there, but my computer's like,
Right,
Being
I'll
slow.
send it on Discord, so I don't know how to send it.
send the link then, yeah.
That's May's.
Alright.
Cheers.
All
Yeah, it's on
frauds
a
for
different
life.
challenge. All
Right.
frauds for
Yeah,
life.
it's on Thomas's one, that wee boy.
Alright, what is this? My feeling DG top 5 triggered, my feeling Ethan triggered, my feeling not in this, not triggered but Sad Yoshi. Oh my goodness. Okay, so where do I start with this bracket? Looking at this. I want to go over like really interesting sets here.
Oh, you versus Lemon.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about
Here we
lemons.
go. There we go.
Oh, lemon.
Alright, someone explain the
Lemon
Lemon
is my
story to me.
hero.
Alright,
Can I do it? Can I?
Pilot, you explain it, I guess. It was our ingenious plan.
Okay, so I'm housing Jack for Battlefield, and I'm offering to house a bunch of people, including Ander and a bunch of his friends, including Lemon. And so we're just chilling, and we messaged Kin and like, hey, do you want to come round and like do a mini bracket? We'll have enough people. So he was like, sure. So he comes on. We seed out the bracket, and it starts with Kin and the isn't Lemon. I can't remember his name. They end up playing, or was it Lemon? It was someone. Anyway, they end up playing, and Ander jokingly says something along the lines of, "Hey Kin, if you drop this set, I'll slap Andy for you."
Yeah.
Just one of Ander's friends. And so immediately Kin double SDs.
He just runs off the side. And I'm
does it.
sitting here with like a glass of champagne in my hand, just shaking my head like,
Because I
what am I looking
have
at?
anything in the flat other than that. And so it ends up sort of devolving. Because what we do, we update the bracket, and then hit the bracket, and I was like, wait, what the hell, Kid lost? And then we decided to play on it even further. Jack drops to Lemon. And this is where everyone legitimately is believing it in the
Everyone went
Facebook
crazy in the Smash Bros. Chat.
It was
I was
hilarious.
It was
Like-
funny.
It was.
I was convinced
and
until the next
we
morning.
gave this really
I think the best
elaborate plan about this.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no, you go, it's cool.
I was gonna say, I think the best part
It's-
about it was when everyone found out and Pidgey still didn't have a clue because he was on holiday. All he was concerned about was his Yoshi placement. I was like, oh, poor guy. Pilot has an internet
But it was.
flying plane. Yeah, he's in America still.
It was so good. Yeah. Like, I've got the CEO flu.
Oh
I'm
no.
actually in bed.
Oh.
Okay, so I've been around the theme parks for the past couple of days because you know it's Florida, you do that,
Mhm.
and I've had sun cream on tight because you do that. Except I realized I didn't put any sun cream on just the back of my neck, and so I just yesterday I went for a bath, and I get out and I realize the back of my neck is just bright red. And
Oh.
so I tried sleeping last night, and it's just I can't sleep wet because that's too much. So I sort of slept on my head/side, and now everything aches. Just one of those days.
Oh man. Because you had a bad day.
I wish
Alright.
someone had told me about that Lemon story while we were doing seeding, because we were like, okay, this Lemon guy took a set off Jack, so clearly he must like.
I'd laugh if they actually seeded it.
If they actually
He got me
seeded it,
round.
you know,
Like,
it'd
no,
be so
because
good.
like we didn't give him like top seed or anything. But we were like,
You
okay,
gave
well,
him a bottom seed. You gave him to me round 3 or his
No,
round 2.
he was 16th, so like,
Yeah, you're 16 seed.
yeah.
It's still
in a
kind of
bracket
hard.
of- So yeah, he's like in the top half.
Alright, so I'm looking at the winner side of this. So some of the first stats I'm looking at are interesting to me is myself against Riaz, Kid Wobbles against Hibiki, Swaggins versus Muppet, and Kin versus Ander. So myself against Riaz, if I remember, that set was actually not too bad for Riaz. Game 1 I took quite convincingly, if I remember. And then game 2, he was stepping up a little bit. He was definitely making it a lot harder to kill him. So I remember that was like specifically really good. And then you have Kid Wobbles versus Giant Attack Sabiki. Connor has been improving a lot recently, which is like I'll get into why I think he's like still top 10ish on
Well,
my
he does
PR.
really well against you sometimes, and
He's had that one tournament in Dundee where he's nearly taken a set off of me. And that would have been the
Yeah.
first set I would have lost the whole year, but instead I've lost my first set to
Now
Ethan.
you lost to Ethan, yeah.
I lost my first set to Ethan this year, pretty much. Swaggins and Muppet. Muppet actually took a game. I don't know who Muppet went. I think Muppet went Olimar against him. But I know they also played in June. They also played in June again, and I know he definitely went Olimar then.
Yeah, he went Olimar in June. I'm not sure if he went Olimar in May at all though. I'm not too sure though.
Yeah. Kin versus Ander, expected for Kin, I guess, to kind of win that. So up to
Anders been like leveling up a little bit recently.
he's been living up. I don't know if it's Clouds though. Clouds a little bit.
Mm,
That sneaky Clouds though.
I think Ander just
Hey,
plays
hey.
who he wants and carpets everyone.
Can I expand on this a little bit because I've seen a couple of rebirths and stuff where Ander is the only main in Scotland because he will, depending on the day, different characters will do really well. There are rebirths where he was me, where he'd had one rebirth and he went all Pikachu and was like, look, I just want to be a Pikachu main. I can only play this character. The next rebirth, he played P-Game 1, did awful, switches to Cloud, does really well. So he's like, okay, I'm a Cloud main now, I can only do that. And then the next tournament, his Cloud will do Ness, and then his Ness will do really well. So he'll just say, okay, I'm a Ness main. So it honestly, as you said, it's just he just has, depending on the day, he'll have a different character. So you don't know which one's going to show up. At Grand Finals of the last rebirth that I was there for, before I went to America, he played Swaggins. They had a 10-game Grand Finals.
They had another
where
really close.
every single game was a different character. Every single game.
Wow.
Like matchup. It was like Pikachu. It was like Pikachu DK, Ness DK, Ness Captain Falcon, Cloud Captain Falcon, or something like this. Swaggins unveiled his sick ass Marth to reset the bracket. And I was on commentary, and I was like, this is just not going to go well, because Marth's bad. And I was proceeded to be absolutely wrong, because he SD'd at 0, then 2-stocked him. It's like, okay. And so it's like, yeah, depending on what he's feeling that day, he's just playing a different character. Just entirely depends.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right, because I did remember seeing earlier today that you played, like, DK and Mario at Capital Smash yesterday, as well as, like, his actual characters.
Yeah, he played like Mario, DK against me, and then
I've never seen Swaggins play Mario before.
No, we're talking about Ander.
Oh, Ander.
Oh, Ander has a DK as well.
And the Mario, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And then winners final, he played Pikachu and Cloud.
What a strange set of characters.
I feel like Ander is. People say that he's leveling up. I feel like he's easy to download, in my opinion.
Yeah, you said this to me. I don't know. He does have his gimmicks from time to time, but there is days like that when I was at Pilots when he was getting house to his and I was playing Ander in the friendlies. He was showing signs of improvement, so I was kind of like, that's really good in all itself.
One day, I swear to God, we'll get Ander to play like he does in friendlies in tournament. Ander is actually like a super technical Pikachu. I don't know if he did any of that to you, Jack. But Ander's actually super technical.
I would say
no, he can't. I've seen him. He just sat tech skill demo to me, just because he can, and he was doing these like quick attack, ledge cancel, draw thunders, B reverse, wave bounce, thunder jolts, do the stuff. He can absolutely do all of the stuff. He just doesn't do it in tournament because he doesn't think it's necessary. But he'll sit in friendlies. No, he only does it to Matt and I. Because we'll go around to his play friendlies, he'll just spam all of this. Then he'll go to tournament and spam F Smash. And it makes us so mad.
Yeah, the
But
F
one
smash
day he'll do it at tournament. One day we'll just give him a kick up the backside and say, okay, I want you just do it.
The one
And
thing
just,
I
like,
never see
sweep
him do
through.
is he never goes off stage with like low thunders. I never see him do that. But when I was watching Papa B in Battlefield June, that's all he would do. He was doing it the whole time, and he nearly enough spiked Ethan with the thunder, but Ethan somehow recovered away from the bottom blast zone. But it's Rosalina, I guess, so I can't be that surprised at the same time. But Papa B seems to be a lot more. What's the word? He goes for a lot more risky edge guards. I'm just gonna say that.
I've never actually seen. I've never played against Papa V.
I haven't either, but it was interesting to see him get such a high placement, and I've never heard of him before. But they all seem to be part of the same group, Swaggins, Papa B.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other player.
The Bonbon.
Is a Bonbon part of that crew as well?
Yeah, he is.
Alright, okay.
They're all
I'm not
from
sure.
East Kilbride.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's like anyone else though.
Alright, so looking further into losers bracket, speaking of the Bonbon, he was put out by Riaz. So I guess that was going to be Zero Suit Ganon. Not in the slightest bit easy for Zero Suit. Ander defeats Parable Greg. That's surprising to me because Mario's usually a good matchup against Pikachu.
You didn't like even play Cloud or anything. He just played Pikachu and beat him out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so funny. I was having a conversation with Greg beforehand, and he was just like, "Yeah, like this matchup's free. Like I'm just gonna
It's not
win."
even free.
I
No,
don't
but
think
he actually said like this is gonna be an easy win for me basically, and then walked away, went 0-2 against Ander, and then walks back looking really sad.
See, the thing is about that, he's probably saying that because a lot of people are like, oh, Mario's Pikachu's worst matchup, I got this, but it's still not even like that bad because Pikachu's still that good, I'd say.
I'm so sorry. I need to apologize to Pidgey. I keep forgetting about our set. he actually has taken a set off me this year, but it's just not as memorable for some reason. I don't know why. Anyone have a link to the bracket? I have the bracket here. I guess I can link it.
I should be taking a look at the made bracket as well.
There's the bracket. Alright, who else have we got? Right, so here's the match I want to talk about. Hattie versus Anderso.
Oh yeah.
That set was just... Oh, I loved every minute of it. So, like, I'll talk about what I really liked about it. In that set specifically, it looked like Ander was just completely getting in his head. Every time there was an up tilt or like a quick attack into up tilt and Hattie got hit by it, there would be these long strings of attacks, just up tilt, up tilt, up tilt, up air, back air, then or even like forward air, and this re-grabs them and stuff, and it's like crazy stuff going on. That's the kind of stuff that could really put a player on tilt, and I thought from that point, I didn't think Hattie was going to have it, but there was just those specific moments in the games where Hattie was landing his like, you know, his throw setups and stuff with Fox. He was landing all these juggle options. He kept going for the up airs against Ander. When Ander was ever getting juggled, he'd go for the up airs. But Ander kept air dodging game 2. And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
He won that game, but then game 3, it was like the final moment of that whole game. He baited it again. He baited that same air dodge. He got, I can't remember what it was he got.
It was like up tilt.
It was up tilt. It was an up tilt. He got an up tilt. And he baited Ander to air dodge. Just like, please, for the love of God, bait it this time. He's giving it to you the whole time. And then he up airs him and takes the set. And I was just like, that is what I love to see. It's just like pure adaptation from players like that. To see people like that adapting is what I want to see because it shows improvement. And that was like one set that really resonated with me in Battlefield. Was that May? Yeah.
Yeah, that was May.
So
I remember that was
one of my favorite sets.
I remember that was the time when people were saying Hattie shouldn't be seeded 5th, and then he got 5th because he beat Ander, and it's like, okay, he is that good. It's fine.
I mean, you got Ethan the next set, so
yeah,
and Ethan's one of those impenetrable top 6 players. So it's kind of top 5 top.
Ethan's the gatekeeper to being a really good player in Scotland because if you can't beat Ethan, you're just not relevant.
Yeah, I would agree. I would honestly agree. Like, there's the top 5. Ethan kind of gatekeeps it. There's times where Ethan can show he can beat the top 5, like he did this month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's also moments where he just shows.
that's not. It's not saying Ethan's bad at all. Ethan is really good. It's
Ethan's
just
very
that
good.
he's absolutely. He is. If you can't get past the Rosalina of like a good Rosalina that Ethan does, it's just you're not gonna have a chance against the people above him. That's
There
just
is
my
sometimes the
opinion.
case. There is sometimes the case you do. Like recently, we had Fraser beat Ost. That was.
Oh yeah.
I think that was in April. That was the most clumsy set I've ever seen.
I think
in
that
my
might
life.
have been March actually.
Oh no, yeah, that was March.
Because
Sorry,
April
but
was the one that
the
Ost
way
won.
that set ended was so dumb. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
So
Well,
the
Fraser
story
didn't care.
about March though was like Oast was just really dehydrated, like he hadn't drank
Yeah.
any water all day, and like something people don't realize in Scotland is you can go to any place that serves food or drink and say I want a glass of water, and they
Yeah.
legally have to give it to you,
Mhm.
and like you don't pay any money for it, and like I don't know. I guess like if he'd known that, then like he probably would have been performing better that day. Because playing Smash when you're dehydrated is not fun.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Definitely
That's
not.
something that I learned when I was at Albion. I had because it was so hot in London. I had to have constantly water for bottles of water, and like I think it legit like carried me in pools because like water helped me concentrate and not
Me
feel
and Brian do it every
dehydrated.
time in Dundee. If me and Brian have a set, like a really important set coming up with each other in Dundee, we'll always get ourselves like a glass of water.
Carried by water.
Yeah,
Honestly, shout outs to water. Water is the
there's the water.
There is
Alright, so here's something I kind of forgot to mention. I'm sorry, DG, but I've got to bring this up. So, DG lost to Swaggins 2-0 in round 3.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that. The seeding was probably just because it was one of Swaggins' like first tournaments again. Then
yeah, like
kind of
Swaggins is kind of like
He's
become
upcoming.
more and more relevant.
Yeah.
I don't like whether or not he's becoming like better. I don't know, but like, there's always this happens. Like people do really well in their first event, and then after that they kind of drop a bit.
They burn out, yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean, I was
Swaggins
watching
didn't
him.
do that. So like we kind of don't. You don't really throw people up super high in seeding like off of like one event.
Yeah.
And now Swaggins
I-
has basically proven that he's like consistently good and places high every time. So
Yeah, I mean, he plays quite well last
Every-
time as well.
Every single rebirth that Swaggins has been to, Ander and Swaggins have been to, has been Ander Swaggins Grand Finals bracket reset.
Why?
The winners mix it up. It depends, but every single one that has happened in like the past like 4 or 5 rebirths now. Like Swaggins has been showing up massively. One exception where Ander sandbag against Lemon. That happens.
Alright, last few
But-
sets of this bracket then. Sorry, you may say something.
who was? I mean, I was just gonna say something about. There was a really interesting podcast by David Serlin, and they had like a 20-minute section where they were talking about what stuff outside of the game that you can do that will help your tournament performance.
I think I heard about that actually, yeah.
And
I've
it
not
was
actually
just,
looked at it though.
it was just like really good. Oh, I think I posted it on Smash Scotland actually.
I think you did.
Yeah, and it was,
Honestly, I'd highly recommend anyone in the Smashing to read anything from David Sterling, especially Playing to Win. That's like my Bible in the FGC. Anyway, getting
but
back
yeah,
to
it was
this
just
bracket.
like there's a lot you can do outside of the game that will help you in tournaments. That is really important.
Yeah. Lastly in this bracket, I want to point out. So I had Ethan in winners quarters, along with Swaggins having Kin. Kin 2-0'd Swaggins, and I 2-0'd Ethan. I don't have much to say about these sets. In this specific set between me and Ethan, I played the matchup correct. I was actually going for Luma. I know that. I have no idea how it went between Kin and Swaggins.
I
But
think that might have been recorded. I'm not sure. I feel
don't
like I
think it was
remember.
that bad.
I feel like I remember that being on the setup.
And then in losers we had DG managed. This was the month where DG finally overcame his goddamn devil, beat Swaggins 2-1. But wait, you're still negative in sets with Swaggins now, aren't you, DG?
I'm 2-1.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Don't worry about it. But anyway,
Just change that next time.
Yeah.
I lost to Ethan, and then it was Kid Wobbles and DG for losers.
Finals.
Those
No,
quarters.
those are semis.
Quarters. Oh no, yeah, semi. Sorry.
Semis.
Oh, it would have been
So-
semis, yeah.
Yeah. So Kid Wobbles DG. DG lost 2-0 to Ethan. So any words on that, DG?
We'll get them next time.
We'll get him next time. And then we had Ken 3-1 Ethan. This really surprised me because Ken was really putting himself down because he really does not like that matchup.
He puts himself down a lot.
He's just so humble. That's
You
really.
know, he's like, I am way too high in the PR as well, and you put me
he
second.
doesn't even
Yeah,
play.
he refused to enter singles because he was too high in the PR.
I don't
Damn it,
agree with
Jack.
that. Like,
I don't have any words to say for that. I've said my words on that. I
yeah.
don't know why he would do that. Also, massive shout out to myself not dropping a game at this tournament.
Well done.
I didn't drop a tournament in Battlefield May, so there's that as well. So that's cool. That's that bracket covered. Any other comments on this bracket? Anyone wants to point out?
I didn't come ninth,
You didn't come out 9th. Where were you in this bracket?
13th, which is better. Better than that. In fairness, I think I could have placed ninth, but DG lost to Swaggins.
Oh,
I kind of played kind of early on in losers, so
I had to make
that
the
happened.
losers run as well. I had to beat Swaggins, Riaz, and Hibiki.
Oh yeah, did Hibiki
Oh.
go? How did Hibiki go actually with senior two?
It was sort of one-sided.
I know Hibiki was kind of mad he lost that because he really feels like he's improving, and
He was quite mad
Uh,
about losing to Swaggins this month as well. Like, he seemed quite angry about it, but he did better.
yeah,
No,
he was
watching
mad in Battlefield June. Anyway, next bracket we're going to look at is Final Destination 5 that just passed Shawnee.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Right, I need to look for what page is that on actually?
Look at the Reset Aberdeen page. You'll probably find it on there somewhere.
All right. Actually, I could type in Final Destination 5. Be there.
Yeah, no, it should be.
There's 6. Oh, I can't find 5.
Pilot, I think that maybe turning off your camera might improve your voice for connection a little bit, because Richard was saying,
I'll give it a shot.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
like immediately like.
Oh, okay,
better.
okay. No
Yeah.
problem. I'll keep it this way.
Yeah, that's much better.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. I cannot find this. I'll be on Mark's page then. I'll have a look there.
Shall we go over the next battlefield or wait?
Yeah, you can do that whilst I get the other brackets then.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, I need to find that battlefield then. Oh yeah, one thing I'll say about Battlefield June before we go further. Oh, I've got it here. Hey mum, what's for Brexit? Oh, these bracket names.
Oh, yeah.
Schultz linked up in a destination.
Cool.
Alright,
One
cool.
thing I just want to say about the Battlefield June was that PC has issues. With the mouse
Oh
speed.
yeah.
Like it was fine the 2 months beforehand, and it was fine for the fighting game guys, and just this month didn't work. And like I have a spare desktop, I'm probably just gonna throw a graphics card in it, and then like take that down for the. Well, next event's Big Battlefield, so that works out. But yeah, like there needs to be a better solution for like recording every month.
Speaking of which, actually, it's good. Thanks for reminding me. While I was at CEO, I sat down and had a bit of a chat with Gimmer about streaming stuff, and he's given me a bunch of like advice and some tech that I should probably go for. That they use for VGBC, and so I've got a thing on order which I should probably send to you at some point. A capture card that does 1080p 60 for, but
Is that
one capture
Razer
card.
one?
Does, pardon?
Is that the Razer one?
No, it's a Japanese one. It does it for it works for Melee and Smash 4. The one capture card works for both of them, 1080p 60.
That's cool.
So I've ordered one of those, and it doesn't look like it's hardware dependent either. From what he told me, it doesn't look like it's independent. So I'll be able to lend you that for all of the for future events and stuff, like
Cool.
Battlefield, etc. Just while I remember.
All right. I need to talk to you about streaming for the big Battlefield as well
Yeah.
at some point, but
Yeah.
we'll
That's
do that
cool.
off the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as that goes, like, hopefully this will be the last month where this is an issue because we'll have better solutions in the future. But yeah, next event's Big Battlefield, which is going to have 2 streams hopefully, and they're both going to be ridiculously good quality. I got to look at the upload for the Drygate, and it's like 18 meg up, and I'm like, yes.
Oh, it's beautiful. I didn't know
Let's
that
go.
existed in Glasgow.
I have it at home, but it's just like I can't stream Battlefield from home.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, Ray, do you want to go over Dean's Nation first then?
I'm trying to find the blooming bracket. It's on. I know it's on GG.
No, Schultz
Oh,
linked
it's
it on
Posted
Discord.
on Discord.
Is he
Yeah.
linked to whereabouts in Discord? Is he linked to
Social.
social? Why can't I see it? Oh, there it is.
You didn't
Thanks.
mention
Yeah.
Thanks, Schilt. I knew it was on Smash GG. Right. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Right. So we have. Let's see what players shone out.
Actually,
to
don't
me.
know any of these players apart from like 4 or 5.
This is why people should travel more, DG.
I am. I'm going to Final Destination.
Hey.
A few of the players I want to point out from here that are kind of new and also kind of making a name for themselves in a small way in Aberdeen. Burnetto, the Yoshi main. So I've only played him a few times, but I can certainly say I remember his face.
Yeah. He did a lot of
Pawn.
commentary as well.
Yeah, he did a lot of commentary. Pawn has been switching a bunch of mains recently, but he's actually been doing well in brackets from like what I've seen and heard.
He did quite well versus me on June. Like I took both games against him, but like they were both kind of last hit, and I was like, oh man, I could drop this. But then I
We're not
didn't,
going to
so.
talk about Guaca because O2 Master.
Well, this Sunday when we had a bracket for saying goodbye to Greg, he played pretty well, but he still went 0-2. Like I see him almost taking games, but it's just like he
He
doesn't.
just doesn't.
Like
He-
sometimes he plays okay in tournament, but other times he just does the stupidest things. But like that's all really up to him in order to just improving and just not choking. I think
Yeah.
he's capable of doing a bit better than he has in the past.
I don't know what it is. I said it to him though, but like at that tournament specifically, I told him, look, I think you've got like serious issues with your mentality.
Yeah.
Like in tournament jitters, like you just don't know how to handle it at all. You're gonna have to find a way to handle it. So that's all I can really say about Guaca. Now, one of the names that have been getting mentioned to me quite often recently is Kingshaw.
Oh, Kingshaw, he's a lot better now.
He's a lot better from what I heard. I've not played him since the most recent Dean's Edition, but I've been hearing he's improved even more.
Okay, I've had like 2 sets against him since Dean's Nation 5, and he's beaten me both times. Because we had a round robin at Marks on last Thursday. He beat me 3-1 in a set then, and for the bracket for saying the Goodbye Gregor bracket last Sunday at reset, beat me 2-0 in bracket in losers, and he came 4th. And yeah, no, I can say he's getting a lot better, and like I'm struggling against him now. So yeah, he's kind of a name. He's kind of one of the Aberdeen's big names now. It's just he hasn't really travelled yet, but he's going to Big Battlefield. I can tell you that much.
Aye.
Yeah, he signed up for Big Battlefield, so.
Last 2 mentions that I'm going to mention that are quite big in this tournament. Fez and Hibiki.
Oh yeah.
How this tournament went for Hibiki was interesting to say the least. But what happened was Hibiki beat Fez 2-1, and then he played me in winners finals, which was 3-1 to myself. He won a game. I think he like he gimped me with a stage spike or something, and then I had a poor
Right.
SD at one point. But aside from that, I played fine the rest of the set. Like I just shook it off.
Okay.
And then this is where things went absolutely downhill for Hibiki. So Hibiki barely beat Fez in losers finals 3-2. what happened here was it was like super close, and Fez kept giving up games by doing charge smash attacks on Shield, which he done again at Battlefield June. He gave up games to doing that, which annoyed me so much. But that's what ultimately cost him this set. Was doing going for that last second all or nothing forward smash on Shield. It didn't work for him, and he just got limit cross slashed. Now Hibiki was put super on tilt by that set because he played so sloppy. So when he came to me in grand finals, he was just not Hibiki.
Didn't you 3-0 him in grand
I
final?
3-0'd him
Yeah.
without even having to try that much. Every time I took a stock off him, he was just shaking his head, and he just wasn't himself.
With
And
the
he didn't
super on
even
tilt.
care when he lost. He just knew he couldn't pull it through. He
Yeah.
thought he'd burned himself out by that time.
I remember the look on his face at that point. He was just like, nah, I can't do this.
Yeah. So that was how many people entered the Destination actually? It was 20 something.
It wasn't too many. I know that Lewis and Greg, Comical and Parable Greg weren't able to make it that time.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Which is why I managed to place fourth, but whatever, I'll take it. But then again, maybe I could take it now. Who knows?
But it's a really interesting bracket altogether.
Has Comical been to anything recently?
Comical was just in Dundee on Monday for
Okay.
friendlies, so he's came back and he's actually been playing a little bit better. He's been showing a bit of improvement
He
again.
was reset for the first time in a while on Sunday, and he placed second in the bracket we ran.
Yeah, he's
That was
doing
good.
all right for himself.
Do you know?
Anyway.
I wish Smash.gg showed what characters they played.
Yeah, I'd be
Well,
a bit-
doesn't it do that for majors and stuff though? Because I remember looking at CEO and it's showing all these all the characters that they're using.
Maybe
You can do that. There's a way of doing it. It's just you need to. It takes so much time to put that in when you're actually running brackets.
it's too much effort. You have to go up to people and be like, "Who did you play? Who did you play?" And sometimes the people can't even remember that far back. Sometimes people be like, "I can't remember."
I remember the first time we used it. Smash GG used you had to put the match order in for wins, and people were like, "I don't remember what match order we did." I don't remember who won the first game, and I'm just like, man, that's
annoying.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny just how much of people just forget even straight away. Oh.
Anyway, Matt, I'm going to move on to the last bracket I'm going to try and cover today. Battlefield Glasgow June, which surprisingly only had 30 entrants for singles.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few reasons. It's summer, people are kind of doing other stuff.
Yeah. This is one of the lowest turnouts I've seen in a while, so.
I think it's the lowest turnout for a Battlefield event.
I think the main thing was a lot of people just didn't have money.
Yeah, that's the big
I
thing.
barely had money to go.
The one time I had money.
College is finished and they don't have a job, so.
Yeah, and there's local scenes now. You have reset tournaments, Giant Attack's running a tournament now. You've got Capital Smashed. There are scenes people, if they don't have a lot of money, aren't going to travel when there's a tournament around the corner.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I'm hoping. And people who are going to travel for something, it's going to be the bigger event. They're just going to save up and go to the one big event that's happening this summer.
Alright, so let's have a look at this bracket as well. Alright, so I got Schilt round 2. I was actually doubles partners with Schilt for this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
This was one of his off days for sure. He just wasn't. He wasn't even giving me any struggle at all in singles, because usually he can play quite alright against me in singles. He also lost a game to Young Muri, who I'm not quite sure who that is.
Young Muri is a Young Link / Captain Falcon.
Did you say Young Link?
Toon Link, sorry, I've been playing too much.
It's so triggered.
I recently made a tweet about anytime a commentator says Young Link, take a shot. I don't have an alcoholic beverage, but I guess I'll take a sip of some lovely blackcurrant.
Lovely. But no, he's pretty solid. I cannot beat him, but that's because I've not been grinding. And I get really mad. He's pretty solid. He gets usually top. He gets 5th, 6th at Rebirth.
Apparently he used to But apparently he was looking a lot better this time to shot than like some other times in the future at Battlefield that you've seen him playing. So might be something to do with it because he thought he was just gonna go into it and have it be like free or something like that. He was saying to me.
I think I might have played them at Rebirth Pilot about the Toon Link player.
Yeah. You definitely have.
Is that not
You
Kyle
definitely have.
then? Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle Mew.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's always on to me about doing Toon Link Bills. He could have done it this time if he actually just beat
You will
Shill.
dismantle him.
He could have just beat Shill and he would have had. Yeah, I don't know. He really like seems excited about playing me, but I've never had time to like go and do it. So like really, because this is such a smaller bracket, there was like so many upsets early on. So we had Fez versus Ander in round 2, Hibiki versus that random guy in round 2. Who's the man, the myth, the legend?
Abisasama.
Paddy.
Oh, and then there was also something in the bracket called a coalition of squids arranged roughly in the shape
That's
of.
me. That's definitely me.
God damn it, guys! You and your tags.
Hey, Mum, what's for Brexit? What is this? Alright, Swaggin had Muppet again. I know that's the set where Muppet went Olimar.
Yeah.
Again, Swaggins took it over him, though. But Papa B versus the Wrath of Bug, so you had the Pikachu. How was that?
Yeah, that was hard. Oh, I should have played Diddy Kong because I don't like. It was just. It's not like I didn't expect him to play the way he did. He was just playing really, really passive, and he just wasn't getting hit by anything and wasn't approaching me or anything like that. Whereas I'm used to like aggressive Pikachu because I played against Ander before. It was just bad for me that I should have given myself more options against him by switching, but it didn't work out.
Bio Lizard seems to be getting he seems to be getting gatekeeped from the top 15 once again. Swaggins beat some 2-0 winners. So, unfortunately, he nearly made it quite far into winners. He won 2 games, and if he won that 3rd game, he would have been into winners quarters or so.
Winners semis, actually. He was...
No, it's winners quarters. Oh yeah, you're right, winners semis. You're right. Might be. So he actually made it sort of far in winners.
Yeah, and he took a game off Ander in losers. So.
Kid Wobbles' run was the most interesting to me in this tournament, and Fez's. What Kid Wobbles did this tournament, so he had Papa B first, and in this set, Papa B was doing really well against him and showing like he was doing so many technical things, and I was like, okay, Papa B might be able to pull this through. Ethan did not care, won it anyway. Swaggins as well. Swaggins was doing okay against him. Kid Wobbles again just ignored it and went, nah, you ain't winning this. So
that's why you call him the gatekeeper.
I mean, that's kind of Rosalina as well. Like, you get up thrown, and then, like, she just has to juggle you a few times and you're dead. And it's just, like, how that character operates a lot of the time.
Yeah. And then there's Fez and Ander. So Fez had Lisa first. Who's Lisa? Anyone know who Lisa is?
Lisa's one of Young Muri's crew.
Oh, I think I spoke to her actually during the event. She just kind of sat in the chair, so like doing her own thing. So I didn't bother her that much.
If Lisa's a guy.
Oh.
Is it a guy?
Yeah.
I'd be sorry. And Fez had Ander, as it is. Fez won 2-0. Now that set, I think I did watch it actually, and I think Ander went Cloud, but
he went Cloud game 2, and he did a lot worse than he did game 1.
He did a lot worse, and he shouldn't have, because that matchup's way better. But I don't know. Ander's Cloud's just kind of a pocket, like a typical pocket Cloud. It's not really.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's
well thought out.
He's got like a bit more work into Pikachu because like he's got a lot. I don't know. It just seems like
he's got more potential in Pikachu than he does in Cloud. Exactly. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Fez and then Hibiki. Hibiki took a game off Fez. Now these two seem to meet up a lot in bracket right now recently.
Yeah, no, and it's kind of.
It's back and forth between them two.
Yes, exactly.
There can be days where Hibiki's just like, lol, Toon Link, I'm gonna absolutely slam this, or there's gonna be days like, I'm so sick of fighting this character, and then loses to it. He has his days.
This is Sheik as well. I was like, I'm sick of this character.
He's got a good reason to be sick of Toon Link. I feel so sorry for him sometimes.
I'm kind of sick of Toon Link too at this rate. I mean, I've got Mark, and I've occasionally run into you in bracket, and it's just like.
The winners semis, I had Fez. He did the duo with me. I did not have a problem at all knowing my own character. And then Let's look at the loser's side first before we talk about that disgraceful winner final set. Right, so let's see what we've got. Hibiki versus the Coalition of Squids. That was you, Shawnee, yeah?
No, that's Yi.
Oh, that's Yi, right.
Yeah.
So you got beat 2 there. Parable Greg
Yeah.
versus the Wrath of Bugs.
Oh.
Oh, 2-1 to Parable Greg. After coming
Okay.
back on a break.
Basically, I won game 1. I played really well, and then from there, game 2, I got overwhelmed a lot, and I just played a bit worse. And then game 3 was just the worst thing you ever saw. I was just throwing at all these panic options, and yeah. But no, I played well game 1. That's about it. It just got worse and worse as it went on. It's like I knew that if I beat him, that's me in the top 8. But I didn't actually know that at the time. It's like somewhere in the back of my mind. I was like, nah, you gotta come out again. Lose. And then I did lose.
And then
yeah.
Greg lost to Hibiki.
Yeah, I would have been fine losing to Hibiki after that, because, like, that's difficult, and that's tough to deal with, even though I feel like I'm kind of confident
Greg is
against him now.
just the infamous up smash man of our scene. He's really our ally.
Yeah,
except
he's definitely.
Except he's not an ours, so we love Greg.
Yeah. No,
And
Greg's a nice guy. He's not
he's
not
a
like
great guy.
yeah.
Ander barely beat Jordan. I think Jordan McDonald actually spoke to me about his set with Ander, and I think it was like really close, but Jordan did something really specific. So, referring back to Yi's power ranking, other like, lol, what are you doing? So he actually nearly made top 8 once again. Good on him. Ander then went on to fight Salary Man. Who was Salary
Deku.
Man again?
That's
Deku.
Deku.
Deku
Yeah.
did actually pretty well, yeah. He did okay. I think I watched a bit of their set. Can't actually remember anything too specific about it. But this is where it gets into Fez's kind of run as well. Back into Fez.
yeah.
So, Fez had Ander. Now, here's what I think. I think Ander Swaggins could have beat Fez. The only reason I think they both lost to Fez is because on game 3 each, they both started getting super impatient. And they started running into projectiles for days. Like, I think at one point Swaggins got hit by 4 bomb flares in a row in the last stop.
Oh man.
And I was
I think
just
that's a big
laughing.
issue if you're playing against Tuning and you're getting too impatient.
And you're Donkey Kong, you're getting juggled for that.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't.
Yeah.
I thought Swaggins was going to go Captain Falcon, but he didn't, surprisingly.
I feel like he's kind of confident in his anti-projectile game with Donkey Kong, because he went Donkey Kong against me in the Battlefield.
Honestly, going Donkey Kong against Toon Link is a death wish. You're going to get shield poked so often by projectiles, it's unreal. Swaggins versus Hibiki. Apparently Hibiki just got ding-donged when he was winning matches.
Yeah, I watched that. Like, stuff happened and he just got kind of angry about it.
I saw a Lilac game where he was ahead, though. Then
Yeah.
something happened. Like, Swaggins was ahead.
Deja
Like,
vu.
complete domination at Lilac. I don't know
I
what it is
remember
with
there's this
Lilac.
one moment when he's like shielding on the platform and Swaggins is charging an up smash underneath him, and he like got really angry because he accidentally rolled when he went to jump away, and he's just like, he got really. It seemed like he was getting really pissed off. That's it, and like.
Yeah, there's one
Kinda
point where
gay.
Hibiki threw his controller. I've never seen Hibiki throw his controller, but he didn't like throw it angrily. He like threw it up into the sky like, fuck
Just like,
this,
yeah.
fuck this, you know? Like, I hate this game. It wasn't more like, God damn it, I'm so annoyed at myself. It was just kind of like,
Yeah.
I hate this game. But yeah, I know that's like, I've been saying this recently. I think the Dundee players in Scotland are the most emotional. We have the most emotional players in my opinion. We
I
have
wouldn't
Brian's
disagree
emotional,
there.
Hibiki's emotional, Muppet. And
Oh,
I just get quiet. Oh, there's lag.
Yeah,
There's
you're
a lot of
lagging a
lag.
bit.
Alright,
You're fine now.
You seem now fine now.
okay. So yeah, most emotional scene has to be Dundee in my opinion.
Probably.
Moving on to the final sets of this tournament. Let's talk about it. Who wants to mention it? Who wants to laugh in my face?
Kid Wobbles, that set was amazing.
I
The spike, that spike that you got on you, the stage spike is going in the big Battlefield trailer.
Yeah.
If we do a big Battlefield trailer, that spike's going in it.
I was like
that's
showing
cool.
Farhan a bunch of clips I had done as well. Like there was this point in the set of Grands. I think it was the first or second set. It was obviously one of them, but he was like on Lilac. Actually, I think it was set one because I was experimenting stages, and he went to recover to the ledge. So I just walloped him away, and I was like, he's gonna try and recover on stage this time, so I'm just gonna down air it. And I spiked him, and everyone in the the blew up. It's like, oh my god, he actually went for it, and I got it. But I don't think it was saved, and I was really annoyed at that because that could have also been in the trailer. But oh well, there's plenty of other clips of me. I did suggest a clip for me and Greg.
Is my Falcon Punch against Ethan going to be in the trailer?
Oh,
When did that
man.
happen?
Did that get recorded?
Yeah, it's recorded.
Oh well, of course. Oh man,
I'll
imagine a
follow
trailer where it's just everybody hitting like kid wobbles.
You should get a crew battle of me and Patrick Mooney, just like the back-to-back stock, where I need him and he just comes on and up tilt.
Up air, up tilts, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. The group ball, yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
That should be in the trailer.
Should be in every Scottish trailer. That was so good.
That was like one of the best moments of any crew battle ever, in my opinion.
We need
Yeah.
another crew battle. We absolutely need another crew battle.
Well, we did
Yeah.
have one and Dundee won because, yeah, unlucky Edinburgh. But we definitely need another one.
We have like one big crew battle.
Yeah.
I liked it when it was Glasgow and the rest of Scotland. That was a good crew battle.
Yeah,
that was
we should
cool.
do another one of those.
Yeah.
That might be like Battlefield August, maybe. I don't know. That'd be
Things
really
have
cool.
changed now, so that'd be good.
Can we not do a big Battlefield, no?
No, I'll explain scheduling stuff for Big Battlefield. when we
Right,
get to
okay,
that.
okay.
Alright, so the final set I'm going to go over now and explain what I think happened. So, specifically in set 1, I feel like I just didn't play the matchup right. What I was doing was, I was not targeting Luma. I was too busy trying to focus on reading Ethan, like Rosalina, specifically. So once I lost that set, I noticed like I was bringing it back, and partly the reason I lost the game 5 was because I got janked out by up throw up air like 46%. So I was like, okay, we'll just go on with it. We'll beat Fez, and then we'll see how Grands goes. So Fez went Luigi against me in losers. He did actually okay, but I didn't have like my brain completely focused on that set. I was like multitasking, like thinking what to do with Ethan afterwards. But I 3-0'd Fez after that, and then actually I only dropped games to Ethan in this bracket actually. So there's that. But then in grand finals, I started to realize I need to start playing a bit more hard on Luma more. Once I did that, I feel like that changed the matchup completely, and Ethan started getting a bit more impatient with stuff. He started doing a lot of dash grabs. Like, dash grab gets punished by a Toon Link's F smash. I thought that was crazy when I figured that out. That's just insane. But yeah, aside from that, Ethan played like outstanding this tournament. Like all of his sets. Not even
Didn't he?
He wants that top
Wasn't it only
5.
like one game?
He wants to be top 5 on the PR. That's what he
He's
wants.
really showing he wants to be top 5. It's a shame I just never consider him top 5, and he's mad. Oh,
He's even using the tag Jack's PR when he's playing you.
That's like the embarrassing part, isn't it? If it's Mac PR and he beats me with that tag, I'm just like, okay.
Oh yeah, I think
Calm
the
down.
PR that we'll have a different PR after Big Battlefield, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious
yeah.
what like an official PR would look like, but like it would take a lot more effort. Whereas Jack's opinion is kind of like it's good in it's good on its own. Because
I think like looking at Jack's PR, there was a couple of like small changes I'd make. Like I would put Oast at number 2, but
Oh, would you now? Oh, would you now put Oast at number 2? Jack, that's an odd one. Why wouldn't you put Oast at number 2?
but here's the thing, I can see why Ken would be above Oast, because while I think Oast is better and does better locally, Ken travels more. and
That
has
was like the
results.
deciding factor, and plus hype spotting. hype spotting was like also a big factor, and in fact, only 2 players made out of pools.
Yeah,
Me and
like 2
Ken.
Scottish players, yeah.
And he tapped me. We both got 9.
I think high spotting for me, I'm probably kind of joining here, but like she got nerfed like a week before high spotting, so
I mean, that's not really a John. That's like a legit. My
Yeah.
character got nerfed a week before the tournament.
That's
yeah.
good. We needed
So I
that to
didn't
happen
have
anyway.
like that much, practice with Sheik to feel confident in going into high spotting. So like, I just absolutely drowned in pools.
I think Mark apparently came really close to getting out of pools. Fez, I think he came like 3rd, and he was apparently really close to taking a set against Era, I think. At least that's what he said to me at one point. But yeah, no, 3rd in his pool, that's close to getting out, and a Scottish player, so that's another one.
Who did?
Fez.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
But I
high
feel like there might
spying
be
was
like-
not good with Scots. We didn't do very well at high spying in general.
Looks like Brian's prediction was right. We're going to censor every word. But yeah, we did interesting stuff at high spotting. Aside from that,
Let's
Anyway.
just pretend high spying didn't happen.
That'd be
I don't know.
good for
I
me.
like
Hype spotting
I
wasn't
was
canon.
okay with my result. I was actually okay with my result actually because I knew a ton of like top players were going to be coming. So 9th
Did
was
you come-
actually
9th or something.
Yee. What?
I'm saying, didn't you come 9th or something?
I came 9th and so did Kin. But actually, I want to mention one thing about Yee. He nearly
Oh,
beat Ken, he nearly beat GP.
GP.
I was in tears. Everyone was watching that set.
I wanted that to happen so badly.
The highlight of that match was when he tripped him, threw a Gordo behind him, and then charged an F smash. He had nowhere to go. Oh, and then he got the F smash, and then it went into the Gordo. I was crying.
I'm actually
So
super mad because I didn't actually watch the game that he took. I came along when he was still playing really well, game 3, and I'm sitting watching like, oh, this needs to happen. It didn't happen.
Starling stupidly. Then like, oh, the same over and over and over. Like he's gonna adapt to it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, if he did it though, I would have actually cried. He best in Scotland.
That would have been the best thing. Oh.
Yeah.
At least the match.
Jack, you're lagging like really
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
by
you
the
sound
way.
a bit robotic.
Oh, are we gonna have to be like Shawnee with the only actual working webcam?
My webcam is actually better than I thought. This is the first time I've ever used it, and it's like, whoa, this is pretty okay.
Oh, the only one with internet. Well, I have internet to use webcam, but no webcam.
I don't know how I sound now.
Better.
You sound okay.
It's kind of fluctuating a lot. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that now.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay,
you're lagging again.
Yeah, you're lagging
Webcam's
again. You might well
Webcam
turn your
off.
webcam off. Yeah.
We should just do an audio podcast, let's be real here.
Yeah, okay. I'll turn it on off.
I'll do it for a brief moment now.
That picture.
Yeah.
That picture though.
Oh, Johnny.
I forgot I had this picture.
It's amazing.
Oh, also, while we're talking about results for Battlefield June, I want to give a shout out to Yee's amiibo for winning.
Oh yeah.
Actually amazing.
Oh man. When I saw his amiibo playing against Jack's Student Like amiibo, I was thinking that was just like the amiibo tournament starting or something. I didn't know that was grand finals. But like apparently it was.
Yeah, we played the rest off
I'm
to
just-
the side.
It's
But-
good for Matt to finally win something.
Rip Jack.
Oh,
What?
Jax.
Where's Jack headed?
I think he's coming back.
Just
Alright, okay.
restart.
But, yeah.
So.
Man, I think people get way more hype for amiibo stuff than like actual like people playing as well.
I don't know what happened to me there.
Because
Alright.
people just know that, like, Jack's just gonna win. But if there was, like, someone that has beaten Jack and, like, taking him, double eliminating him, it'd probably be hype then.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess if it was like Jack versus Scarfelt or Maggie versus Jack or something, that'd be really exciting because I mean Scarfelt like came second at Meltdown this week.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah,
I saw him kill with Firehawks like 3 times on
yeah,
stream.
yeah. Like I think people have worked out, having watched Larry Lur do it, that that's actually a legit kill option.
Oh,
It's a
that
good
was
air
so
dodge, mate.
good.
Yeah, like he just covers air dodge and then you kill them.
It's kind of like Sheik's Vanish in a sense, except it's
Yeah.
not a massive explosion.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not even a 50-50, it's just like if you air dodge or you don't air dodge, you're gonna get hit by this. Like the only way to get out of it is to like move to the side.
Jump or disjoint.
Or him out of it.
Yeah.
Right, so the next section is to the upcoming tournament are.
Oh,
Okay.
Jack, you're just
Okay,
full robot now.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Just turn your webcam off.
Turn your webcam off. Turn your webcam off.
Okay, now we're going to do a speed test as well, actually. Anyway, as I was saying, I want to talk about upcoming
You're
tournaments.
still robot.
Yeah,
so-
you're still a bit off.
Oh my god, my internet.
Me too, thanks.
Oh, this is a joke.
Right, shall I talk about Big Battlefield while we're... Because I think we've covered all the results.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, go ahead then.
I go on.
Alright, so Big Battlefield, it's the big event that's coming up on the 23rd of July. Originally it was going to be 128 player cap, Smash 4 only, but we've ran into some issues, which means we have had to lower the cap.
What's the cap we
64?
lowered to? Okay.
64. We have some wiggle room there, so like, if a few more people want to come, then we can go up to like 72, like, because you're just going from like 16 people pools to 18 people pools, and it's not a big deal. But yeah, like it will just be 10 setups. We'll do double Olymp pools into like a bracket, and then we'll have a small break between those two, and because we've lowered the cap and because like equipment is like one of the reason why we've had to do that, we have all this space. So I talked to Fraser and a few other melee guys, and I think it's Phoenix Dawn are going to be coming in and running melee. Yep.
Yay.
There's some stuff regarding that which we're going to need to figure out, but it's
Yeah.
going to have a melee tournament which will either be there's actually a meeting tonight to discuss how we're going to do it, but like the two main thoughts are it'll be like a 40-person cap and they'll run round robin pools, or it'll be a 64-player cap and they'll run double Olymp pools like Smash 4. And
Alright, I think my internet's a bit better now.
yeah, you're sounding a lot clearer.
Okay.
Don't risk it. Don't
Anyway,
risk
as I was saying, I just wanted to talk about upcoming tournaments anyway, so Big Battle feels fine.
Okay. You're right. So I'll keep going. Yeah, and like we have a really sick venue. It has a really big stage setup. The internet's really solid, so we can run Melee and Smash 4. The one issue we're going to run into now is what we're actually doing with the stage, because like what I think should happen is we should put both games on the stage at the same time and run them, because like we have a 9 p.m. We have to be finished and packed up by 9 p.m. and there is
Yeah.
literally no wiggle room there at all. Like there's like legal reasons we cannot go past that. So yeah, like well the other like in theory we could, but if anybody under the age of 18 was still in a bracket, we'd have to kick them out. So that's always fun. I know Jack has had issues with that in the past.
Probably
Where-
folks, when I was back in 17, I had to leave the Obama party.
Beep boop.
Yeah, you're gonna robot again.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But
I
yeah,
don't know. Is that... Oh, what am I gonna do? It's not like I
But
can go
yeah.
reset my internet in the middle of this, can I?
I mean you can.
It's sounding okay now, I suppose.
Like, the internet is fluctuating so much while this is happening. This is
It's
not
like-
happening.
Is it like mine where like someone's using the internet? Like
Oh, there was people using the internet, man. That's never usually a problem.
Anyway, I'll keep going. So yeah, we have the stage set up, and there's like two choices. There's like another projector on like the left hand side of the wall as you go in, which we could use, but it means that like one of the games, which would probably be Melee, would have to be played off the big main stage,
Yeah.
which would kind of suck. Or and that actually would cut into like setup space as well, because like if we weren't using that section of the wall, we would have setups there. And like the other like option is we have both games on the same stage and run both top 8s at the same time.
I personally think we should just focus on Smash 4 on the setup and run Melee off of the stage.
Okay.
That's what I think the issue. That's what I think we should do.
Yeah.
Running Melee off the stage.
Like, because it is still a Smash 4 event, even though
Yeah.
Melee is
Yeah.
like adding Melee is like a courtesy to the community, so we don't want to infringe on the actual event.
Yeah.
So
At the
we're
same time,
absolutely
like
happy if needs be to have it off stream.
yeah, I mean, the idea would like we have space to put both of them on the stage. We have.
Do we have the time? Is the big
Well,
question.
no, they would
I
be
think
playing
what
concurrent.
is, like make Smash 4 the priority, and
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
like, we can. No, the thing is, we can put two projector screens up on that main stage, put the setups on that main stage, so they could be up there. It's just like probably like the main thing would be there would be no crowd audio for Melee,
That's fine.
Oh right, okay.
um,
I think
and like there's
yeah.
space to the side of each side of the stage where you could have commentary teams for both games. So.
I don't know if word got to you, David, but I've got a very fancy piece of kit that I'm going to be wanting to try and test out for the Melee stream.
That'd
I
be
should
cool.
be able to. The kit that I've got, if it all goes to plan, and knowing me, it won't. I should be able to for the Melee stream. We'll have like instant replays. We'll have transitions. We'll have. I can have like segments as well, like video segments in between games. We can have potentially instant uploads to YouTube. All of this jazz, hopefully, should be available for the Melee stream.
Yeah, I mean, like, as far as like what's happening with the streams, the idea is that, in your case for the Melee stream, I would bring you on, say, right, this is your area, you are in charge of this, do what you need to do, and then,
Yeah.
from my perspective, like, I'm just bringing you on as like sort of, I guess, a contractor where you're just like, this is you're in charge of this. So, if whatever you want to do, as long as it's not like going to piss off any sponsors or the
Don't
venue
worry.
or anything like that.
Don't worry.
Yeah, like I don't think that'll happen. So
Yeah, we'll
we
make
should be good on that front.
As I said, I'm just trying to be as like accommodating to the event as I can be. Like, you know what I mean? Try and make
Yeah.
running the event smoothly is the number one priority.
Yeah,
Also-
there is a meeting this week at some point where we're gonna talk about like logistics and how we're sorting everything.
Yeah,
Because
Fraser kept trying to add me to the Discord group that you've got set up for it, but I couldn't join it because I was at Universal Studios at the time, and then the Discord link
Oh.
expired.
alright, right, I'll send you one tonight, I guess.
Oh, you legend.
And
Thanks.
we'll get you in. And the same thing for the Smash 4 stream. The current plan is that there will be 2 people, and it will be their job to run that. And if they need help, they can get help. But it's like, this is your area. Like, focus just on this thing. Like, and everybody else is just gonna focus on their own stuff.
Yeah,
And that's how it should be, because like,
I agree.
I've been in situations where like people haven't been given like proper authority to do things, or like it's ended up with like one person just having to make lots of decisions and run around, and yeah, that's not fun. Like like Phoenix Dawn as a group, like they're coming in, they're gonna run Melee, it's gonna be good, and you guys know what you're doing, and if you need help, like we'll be there to like give you any support you need. So should be good. And yeah, we need to have a meeting for like a staff meeting to just hammer out all the details.
Yeah.
And then like I'll update the page on Smash GG and everything will go up. But yeah, then we'll have it won't like we won't be like the biggest Smash 4 tournament. It's kind of a shame, but on the other hand, like there's a huge major in Germany on the same weekend.
Oh yeah, people were wanting to go to that,
Yeah,
weren't they?
Germany
Yeah,
2v3 is quite big.
Yeah, Abadango got confirmed today.
Oh really?
Yeah, so like it's their weekend as far as I'm concerned. Like we're just gonna run our own thing. This will be our first attempt at running like a big Smash tournament.
Kind of like Oktoberfest and Armageddon Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like Smash Beyond the Wall would be the better equivalent.
Yeah.
And then we can like, I guess, like I want to see the Smash community kind of stand on their own 2 feet and build up their own stuff. Because I mean, like, I don't want to like get into any like fights with anybody, but like it is kind of bad when everybody's relying on like one group to do something, and then stuff happens, and then like there's no more scene, and like.
I mean, I think people like every place has been pretty much improving in its own right. I mean, you have Edinburgh finally getting something done. They've built up their own little venue now.
Yeah, that's
Aberdeen's now
good.
got its own tournament series. Giant Attack now has its own monthlies. I mean, Giant Attack's always been like really good turnout wise.
Yeah.
Glasgow now has Rebirth and Tech Thursdays, so that's like, I think we've been really good at
Yeah,
caring.
no,
about
like
ourselves.
only like recently, things have like gone up quite a bit now, like because of Edinburgh again, they're getting their stuff together, and now we've got monthlies here in Aberdeen as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like that's sort of how it should keep going. Like all the different groups should like work together when like needed, but like build themselves up. So
Yeah.
We
I
want
mean, yeah.
for Capital Smash. We're thinking to do a monthly in August. We have like everything. We have a venue. Like I think the venue is actually bigger than Max XP, and like we could have done a stream setup, but their internet's not good enough, sadly. So, but we can record fine. The only thing that's worrying for me is the monitors, because that's the only thing we need to actually do monthlies. We have the venue, we have a recording set up.
yeah, I mean, if it's a monthly, what we can look at is me just bringing monitors over.
Yeah.
And like I'm happy to do that for bigger stuff that's like a monthly or something. It's just like I can't loan them out on like a sort of permanent basis. But if I can get transport for a monthly, then I'm happy to bring them. So.
Yeah.
And I have 6 at the moment, so.
Yeah, because we've got 3 at the moment. Like my monitor and they've got their own 2 monitors, so we've got a minimum of 3 so far. So that's like good enough for locals. And then there's always like Muppet usually brings one when he comes over, so that's 4. So that's like already a lot for local. But for monthly, we need like another. We need at least like probably like minimum of like 7 monitors maybe. I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you let me know when the date is, and I mean, Ken's been really good about this. Like, he'll offer to drive people across and fill his car with monitors. So, yeah, if you get a date to me, then we can sort that out. And
Yeah, it'd be like probably like the start of August maybe, because Battlefields are usually the end of the month, and then you've
Yeah.
got like Beats the Nation as well. So I might be starting a Capital Smash at the start of the month.
We're still
Yeah.
trying to get a potential decades run up as well, but I've just been really like,
Oh yeah.
I've been really
Oh,
lazy with decades because we had the monthlies I've been worrying about.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I would
This-
say avoid the 6th and the 7th because was it versus fightings that weekend?
Yeah, I'm actually wanting to go to that as well. I should easily get there as well since it's only Birmingham.
I wonder if we're going to get another Armageddon, bro.
No.
No, no.
That's I'm not gonna say like it's completely not gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't
Fair
think
enough.
Rushdown's coming back, let alone Armageddon, bro.
I just don't know what's happened with that.
It's
Uh,
gone. He doesn't do it anymore, pretty much.
Like what happened is they started the 2 guys that were running Rushdown in the end started a business where they run events, and now they run lots of events for other stuff, and Like they're really enjoying it and it's going really well. And Rushdown was just they were losing money every time. Like it got to the point where it was just like they couldn't financially support it and it wasn't financially supporting itself. And yeah,
I can't argue with them. You gotta do what makes you money.
yeah. I mean, it was a case of it not even that they weren't making money; it was that they were losing money and quite a lot of
That's
money actually.
not enjoyable. Yeah.
Um, yeah. It kind of sucks that it just kind of collapsed like that, but um, they're doing what they're doing, and I'm hoping like they've offered to support like events as well, so like I guess we'll see. But
I think it's
Something
fine now.
else.
We've got like Capital Smash back up, so
Yeah, I think that was a good idea, like actually getting something together, because like you couldn't, yeah, it probably wouldn't have worked out just waiting around forever to get for Rushdown and like get
So
started
what's gonna
back up
happen
again.
with all the RDE tags?
it's CS now.
See.
Yeah.
I'm not even representing it as well. I still don't use it.
Got CS Cat Friend though.
CS cat friend.
CS Go.
CS Dark Gamer. Um,
Oh please no. Please no. No one else is allowed to know. Unless only the selected. Only I think it's you and Austin are no. Well, I think Anna knows. That's all.
Anyway, I was going to say, while we're talking about events that are in the works, it's something I've been working on, and a few other people know about. This is something I'm planning to do. I'm hoping to run soon-ish. I say soonish because there's a lot of stuff coming up in the calendar, and I don't want to like interrupt with anything. But I'm hoping to run some form of summit at my flat.
I didn't think you were gonna bring this up too. That's why I kind of held off on bringing this up.
Yeah, no, because I've mentioned this to a few people, and I just wanted to I might as well talk about it now because I've got the space and the internet at my flat to run a proper summit, as well as I have the kit that I'm not sure about bringing around. But I've been talking to a few people, and I'm wanting to actually get a Smash 4 summit done at some point this year. And what I was going to do is like do a top 7 plus a fan invite to get to get a 8-man bracket, and we'd do 8 men and a doubles bracket because like if we did 16, then it's 16 is too many. 8 is roundabout right because then you have also me for running the stream and then some other people for commentary. But I was gonna because the reason I'm mentioning this is because I want to be able to at some point after Big Battlefield. I feel like we need to, as a community, start working towards making a PR. So then I have like a top 7. I can say, okay, you can come.
I mean, we
Because-
kind of have a top 7, but here's what I would say: if you're gonna do a Smash 4 Summit, I think you should do a top 6 and then 2 vote.
I was leaning towards top 6 and 2 votes, but then like I feel like the more I rely on voting, the less legitimate it could end up becoming. Because I guarantee people will vote for memes.
Nah, I honestly don't think they would. I think I could trust people to not vote for like memes. I think people would honestly possibly vote for people like Ander, Hibiki, or
Yeah.
like I think they would actually vote for top votes. If I saw something like
That's what I
vote for, I don't know, let's name someone that's just never really.
Me.
Yeah, like someone votes for yourself or something, and I'd be like, what are you thinking?
Exactly.
It's like the ESAM vote.
That's
That's
what- like no, because that could. Oh god, now I realised a bunch of the melee guys would probably do something like that. But no, the point is,
Oh,
I am
no.
hoping to work on that. So get that sorted. I feel like I'm talking about it now, so everyone knows that it's happening. So now we have a reason to start working towards the PR.
yeah, that actually sounds really cool by the way. Because it
Thanks.
gives us a chance to be like, here are the top players and get a whole bunch of games of just them playing.
Like
Yeah.
every single game would be on stream. I would have a practice room upstairs at the flat. Upstairs would just be a practice room where they can just sit and play. There would be a commentary couch as planned, as the summit did. I also have a bunch of mini games that I've planned out, and I've got a couple of other plans, but I'm gonna keep those secret for now. But I think it would be really cool, and it would be really good for the scene to have something like that. So, yeah.
No, that sounds like a really good idea to me, at least. Like as long as you can get As long as like it actually comes into fruition like properly.
Yeah. It's okay. I can confirm it's definitely going to happen. I just need a date.
Okay.
It's definitely happening though.
That's really cool then.
Maybe like
I
the
just
end of the summer then.
that's what I was thinking, but I was actually looking at the upcoming things, like my calendar right now for it. It's like August is. I was leaning towards something along the lines of August, because obviously Big Battlefield's at the end of July, and I would want it after Big Battlefield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
And
would
so
I guess after versus fighting as well.
yeah, exactly. And then so then you get into like early August and stuff. Heir to the Throne is happening at the 19th, so I will not be in Scotland for Heir. So it
Yeah.
has to be either before that or after that. After that feels a bit too late. So I'm expecting somewhere between like the 1st to the 10th of August will be around about that time.
But you got a whole month to plan it, so I think that's pretty
Exactly.
okay.
Like it's pretty comfortable. We've got comfortable time to sort it all out. I'm gonna be making a
Yeah.
page once I get all of the stuff ironed out. I'm gonna make a page talking about it. That's gonna be. It's the hardest part is gonna be able to get Oast to come.
Oh, that's a good point actually.
I'll just show up in Edinburgh and just drag him.
If Oast doesn't make it, would you consider doing another vote for it then?
Yes.
I think you
Yeah,
should
Every
do.
person that doesn't do every
I
person that doesn't
think-
qualify votes.
I think you should do like a top 3 qualifier if someone can't make it.
Yeah. That would be yeah. That's probably what we'll end up doing.
So if someone can't
I mean-
make it, one of the top 3 gets put in next.
Looking at like the days that month and like knowing the kind of schedules people are looking at, I mean, you could do it at the very end of August, and then Battlefield could be on like the 20th and the 21st, and you could be like, hey, the top player from Battlefield gets to take the summit spot if there is
That
one.
would be interesting. Like
that
the top,
could be really good.
Yeah.
Actually, I love that idea. That just like the highest placing person at Battlefield that doesn't automatically qualify for the summit gets access to the summit.
I like it.
Okay. Because I also think it would help.
I think
Like,
that gives a
in-
chance for like people like Swaggins and stuff to get in. I think that's
Exactly.
really cool. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Because Swaggins hasn't been around long enough. The fan vote would be skewed against him since he
Yeah.
hasn't. He's more recent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he kind of just
But
showed
he-
up. Yeah.
He definitely would. He would do well at the summit. He would
He'd
definitely
be
be
deserving of it, definitely.
Exactly. But like he's just outside of the top 8. He deserves the spot.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I would say yeah, that's a good idea actually. I like that. Get the highest placing person that doesn't automatically qualify at the Battlefield.
And like then you've got a serious fight for that spot as well.
Yeah,
which I think
and
that
it
would
makes
make
the
Battlefield really exciting.
Exactly, because suddenly people want to put a lot more time and effort into getting into the summit. I really like
my
that
only
idea.
question is how many days do you plan on Summit being? Is it 1 or 2 days?
That's one of the details I haven't ironed out. I definitely will be hosting for more than one day because
Okay.
people might need to
Alright.
stay around for a little bit. I'll definitely be hosting. Whether or not the stream would be on for all of that is a different kettle of fish,
All right.
and I haven't planned that. That depends on if I can get any people willing to just help out and not ever be in front of the camera. Because again, I've got a lot of stuff behind the scenes that will be happening there as well. So I'm gonna see if I can get some people to help out, just come around and help me with the streaming and all of this. So if I can get a couple of like 1 or 2 people helping me out, then I can run the stream for 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be willing. And I'll ask around as well, and
Thanks, man.
should be good. But yeah, that sounds really cool.
Thanks.
All right. Okay.
Actually, I wanted to say one last thing about Big
Oh, yeah.
Battlefield.
Well,
I just want to talk about Captain's Mode quickly. We had to reset the signups for it, so if you signed up and are listening to this, I know for a fact that people haven't been signing up again. If you signed up, it's gone. You need to go back to the page and sign up again. There's a team builder function they added, which is why it got wiped. And you have to do it. You have to use that team builder to make a team to sign up with. It's really intuitive, really easy to do. It's just like there was 11 people signed up for it before, and now the big thing about Captain's Mode and like why it's a thing is because it's just long enough that it fits the time slot where like if we have the time to do it, we can do it. But it's also like if we are running over schedule and like we don't have time for it, it's like I don't think people are really gonna mind if like that gets cut. Like if it was something like doubles or a crew battle or something, people would be like, "Oh, I really missed like the fact that we're not doing this." But like captain's mode, it was just like, it's fun. People are gonna watch it. It keeps people busy while we're having to pack everything up. And if we really don't have time for it, then I don't think people are gonna like. I think I'm the only person that really like genuinely cares about like entering it. But yeah, that's why it's a thing. And like we're gonna look in if the Melee and Smash 4 being in the same venue and like working together in future events is gonna be a thing, then we'll probably look towards like having a venue that can go beyond 9 p.m.
Yeah.
because like that's the big restriction like this
Oh
time
yeah,
around.
because it's like finishing at 9, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, like we have to be packed up by 9 basically. So
Okay.
a game mode that keeps a lot of people busy at the same time means that we can then pack up while everybody's like watching.
That's good. I like that plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so last two things of tonight's podcast, we're gonna talk about the power ranking,
Oh yeah.
and then lastly, I'm gonna finish on our predictions for Big Battlefield
Okay.
because I feel like that would be a fun way to end this off. Anyway, so we'll start with the power ranking. So I'm just gonna go and load up that image of it. Has everyone else got the power ranking?
No, someone could like link it quickly. That'd be better for me. I'm just like find it
Oh, I've
again.
got it. It's quite high up on Smash for Scotland, so.
Mark's commented on your post,
Yeah, I've
Jack,
not
and he
checked
was
it yet.
suggesting something about Big Battlefield. He says, do not run both games on the stage for finals. The rest of the day is probably fine, but if the crowd does get hype and start screaming for one game, it'll be massively off-putting to the other game, along with people getting up and down from the stage at different times. It would be distracting.
Yeah.
This is not fair for
I agree,
players for both games. I would agree that the focus is Smash 4 should definitely take priority. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I think it's just like we'll have a conversation, figure it out, and then. But yeah, like I don't want to like invite loads of Melee players along and then be like, "Hey, go sit in a corner and play your game."
I'm just laughing at Straw Hatter. Oh, it's Smash Bros. Yo, the people want Straw Hatter as a commentator, PogChamp, fan vote 100% Paul.
I
Oh,
feel like
man.
Straw Hatter will somehow win the fan vote. He'll
He
ring
would-
it.
he would-
I know.
That would
like
be
commentary
it.
for fan vote or something.
I will. Oh, that's another thing about the song. I was going to say. I was going to have a couple of people up for commentary that don't get voted in, but that I know will give me a hand as well and stuff. That I won't be doing a fan vote for the commentators. I will be fan voting only for the players.
Now fan vote
The
Bobby's
side note. Yeah, we'll fan vote Bobby's current to bracket, obviously.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay. Again.
And
Jack, you're sounding a bit off again.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, you're alright now. Keep going while you're there.
Just don't hold a referendum for it. Okay, we won't do that. That's a great idea. Anyway.
smashed it.
On to the power ranking. We're going to start from 15 and climb up the ladder. Alright, so if anyone has any questions, feel free to just shout out. Powerball Greg at number 15.
He's actually not going to be in the country soon,
So he's actually going to drop from this, and I think Comical.
I'll probably take it, actually. Just saying.
Okay.
Powerball Greg's obviously most likely to drop off the power ranking. In terms of players that have chance of getting to top 15 in my
You're
opinion,
full robot again, by the way.
my internet in my head.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, as Jack was saying, Powerball Greg is, I think, definitely dropping off of this because like he's moving across the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried dropping my quality, by the way. I don't know if that'll do anything.
That
That's
helps a
been
lot,
working
actually.
so far.
It seems okay right now, yeah.
Right. But yeah, Greg, most likely to drop off. As I was saying, players I think that are going to come back up onto this is probably Comical Lou is one of my high votes. Muppet on a good day. Austin, and I'm not too sure who else who competes for this. Any suggestions?
Bye. Just saying.
Yeah,
Me up on a
Austin
on
could
a
definitely. I think
on a
Austin
good
could
day.
definitely take 15.
I think Shawnee could take 15. He's got
on
consistently
a good
places
day,
in
but
there.
I'm just really inconsistent. Is like the issue. Even though I'm consistently in ninth place, like I think my actual play is inconsistent.
You're near enough to 15 yourself, though.
You're ninth place, irregardless of who else is at the tournament,
Yeah.
which I guess means you're consistent in placing, but not consistent in like who you're.
No, the actual gameplay isn't that consistent in comparison. I don't think.
Keith plays Deku. This was a bit difficult for me because everyone suggested Deku to me. I haven't seen Deku played forever.
Robot.
Yeah.
I mean, Deku played really well in June. Like he went out against Ander.
Was it Ander? Okay.
Yeah. But he beat Papa B, and like beat Schilt.
Yeah, so that's kind of
Yeah.
important because he lost to Papa B like hype flying or something like that.
I'm trying to find him in winners. He was Salaryman Man, which doesn't help. He lost to Greg as well, so.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
in theory, he should be lower than Greg now because like he got beaten by him.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's official or not. I mean, it probably isn't, but I know that he did beat Greg in his money match later on with him, because that happened later on in the day, same day, even though he lost to him in the tournament. I think that was when he was in winners, right?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've only got the power rankings up right now, sorry, but I can actually take a look and see what's what.
I think I'm still a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God, what is going on with this flipping internet?
I mean, who else would be like contender for 15 and 14?
I think Papa B is also like kind of high up because where did he place again? Because I know he does well against some really good players.
Yeah, he was what, ninth?
Yeah, he was ninth as well. It was
Yeah.
me, and I think BioLizard as well came ninth.
Yeah.
Everyone in that spot, I would say maybe can contend. So like, I don't know. It's dependent on people's showings because like not everyone's super consistent. Like I was
Yeah.
saying earlier.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few people that could put in the work and then get to 15, but that would require them actually doing that.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
I think I'm still. Am I still?
I'm gonna have to pop off of the podcast now. Sorry.
That's alright.
But thanks for having me on, and I'll probably catch all of this later anyway. But thanks very much.
I hope you feel better soon, by the way.
See ya.
Thanks, man. See you later.
Alright.
That's it.
Alright.
Oh, I forgot to do this when we were talking about June. Shoutouts to Drayden for taking his first ever tournament set.
Yeah.
Oh no, he took a tournament set in Oktoberfest as well, actually.
Oh.
But that
He
was
has taken a set before, yeah.
yeah, that was the legendary Mitchell who would Bowser bomb from Aberdeen. I haven't seen him in a long time.
But he took another one.
Yeah,
and,
he
like,
did.
He used to be the guy that would just go 0 and 2.
But now that's just Kyle every time, basically.
But it is cool seeing like someone who's been like really struggling to actually like take a set.
Yeah, no, that's definitely.
Alright, so 13th, Fez.
I could see him rising up potentially.
I could see him rising because of all of his results recently, but in terms of consistency, I don't know if he actually will stay high. Because I know people just really struggle with the character Toon Link in general.
I think Toon Link's a bit better at our level of play. Or when I say our level, I mean like my level, not like
Toon Link really like what is it?
Team Link's really good
He
at.
really tests you, you know. He really, really tests you and your ability to block stuff and all that.
Like I feel like I'm getting better at playing against the actual character. It's just that the only Team Links I play against are good players, so it's stressful enough.
hmm
Last time I played a set against Fez, though, I managed to take him to last set every game, but he still 3-0'd me. But I don't think I'm struggling nearly as I used to because I just got hit by way too much stuff.
As I was saying before, though, I put Deku below Fez because, like, I really didn't know where to put Deku.
Like, I mean, he hadn't turned up for tournament
He hadn't
in
turned up
quite
for
a
a while
while.
as well, so I
Yeah.
kind of
He
like,
was on
you know what?
holiday.
He was on holiday, but I was like, you know what? I'll keep him on the PR, and I'll see where he goes from there. Because I couldn't find. I don't think he went to Oktoberfest. This is where like I looked at it from.
No, I think he
Oktoberfest,
did
not
go to
going.
Oktoberfest.
Did he?
I feel like I remember him beating Time Muffin at Oktoberfest.
No, Time Muffin got 5th or something
Not in winners, I mean.
in winners.
Yeah.
Time Muffin beat a lot of people in that tournament. That's like partly why he's so high ranked as well because of
Yeah.
rebirths and a few battlefields. He's won it. Well, he's not won it. He's yeah. He got
Well,
top. He got top 8 at Oktoberfest. I literally said this already. Where did you say that?
I would need to take a look at the bracket for Oktoberfest because I feel like a lot of stuff happened like that day.
Right. What else have we got? So Swaggins at number 12.
I can see Swaggins either going up or going down, depending. But he
Yeah.
seems like the kind of guy that puts in a lot of work to get better. So
Outplacing
is-
Riaz and Hibiki pretty well, and Ander. Like the reason Ander's so high up, and I didn't want to actually put Ander as high up, was because Pilot constantly told me, but Ander like Rebirth, and at the time he'd just taken a set off a Pidgey,
Yeah.
so that was also big as well. And it was just like there's so many positives for Ander, so I'm going to keep Ander above Swaggins and Riaz. But
Yeah.
Swaggins seems to just be like putting in so much work to the point where I can see Swaggins being literally top 10 at this point.
Yeah. I wouldn't be too surprised. But the thing is that he's only been to like Glasgow tournaments so far. So maybe once he travels we'll get a better idea.
I feel like Big Battlefield is going to be like,
It's going to be a big decider as well on a lot of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to like really test to see like where everybody stands.
The top 5 won't change much.
No.
Uh,
Unless like the only way I would see top 5 changing is if like one of the people in the top 15 gets significantly better in the next 3 weeks, and then
like outplaces them massively and stuff and beats them in a set.
I can
Yeah,
imagine like top 5 like switching about in itself, but like new people coming into top 5 I'm less sure about.
The one player in top 5 I see switching about the most right now is Pidgey. Pidgey's the one who's
Yeah.
just like up and down everywhere right now. Kin and Oast are solidly going to stay second and third for a little bit, and myself, pretty obvious, not going to drop from. If I dropped even 2 tournaments at this
Yeah,
point,
even if you like lost to someone and you came like second at a tournament, you probably
if I dropped like
you'd
2
still be there.
tournaments to someone, I think I'd still have like the backup to be first. But if I lost
Yeah.
a 3rd tournament to that same person, then it'd be like, okay, it's over. I'm no longer first.
Maybe if you
DG
like
and
yeah.
DG and Ethan, they're kind of like stuck there as well. But I feel like DG, because of Pidgey, like being really, I don't know, he's not sticking places anymore. He's kind of dropping and going up. I feel like if DG beats Pidgey or like massively outplaces him one more time or something, I feel like Pidgey's going to drop again.
Didn't DG beat Pidgey
He did beat him at
Capital Smash.
Capital Smash, same day
It's
Ander
still-
beat him. Yeah.
So there's that, but
I mean, well, I could see Ethan pulling into top 5.
yeah, definitely. If Ethan beats DG or Pidgey again, I think it's going to be really difficult from there to tell who's going to drop out the top 5 or who's going to enter top, like, where's Ethan going to enter in the top 5.
Like, maybe if, like, Pidgey doesn't do too well, like, next tournament, could probably put, like, maybe, like, me 4th, Ethan 5th, and Pidgey 6th.
It'd be so weird seeing Pidgey out of the top 5.
Yeah, that's a bit odd to
If
me.
Especially
if
'cause-
he if he doesn't do too well like next to it, then I can see like me 4th, Ethan 5th.
It'd just be so weird because like Pidgey's the one person in Scotland who's travelled like the most out of
Yeah, that's
everyone,
true.
and he's gotten like the best results out of
Oh,
everyone.
I would say Ken has travelled more.
No. Brian has travelled way more. Sweden more, England more.
Ken's been to America though.
That's true. That is
Yeah, I was
very
gonna
true.
mention-
He has
yeah.
been to Genesis, but
And
that's
he did
about
quite
it.
well at Genesis,
He
so
did alright.
he
Yeah,
came
he
like
got out of school,
65th, I
so-
think.
He got pools.
Yeah, he came second. No, he came
Third.
third in school. Yeah.
He had Con or something in his pool.
He had Con
yeah.
and what's that guy's name that was in grand finals against Zero? It was a Nest player.
Foul.
Uh,
He's in a foul. He's in
no,
a
no, no,
foul.
it's not. It was not four, and it's not Shaky either, and it's not.
Okay, ribs.
Yes, that's it. Ribs.
Ribs.
Yeah, it was Ribs.
Ah,
It was in his pool. Con and Ribs.
yeah, he had a tough pool either way. But yeah, and Ken also getting like really good placements at height spotting in England is partly why he's second place.
I'm starting
Yeah,
to
that's
travel
fair.
more as well. Like I'm thinking to go Blast Zone more frequently as well.
Anyway, moving on. 11th place was Riaz. So, Riaz is a weird one for me because again, I
Riaz
don't
is
see him.
stuck at the moment, and he even admits that himself. Like he doesn't see improvement. He's not being.
I've seen improvements from him though. Like when I played him this weekend, he played really good actually, like really good in my eyes. But there's just moments where, what is he doing?
I think he tilts just really easily. He even says it to me as well. Like he doesn't think when he plays. He autopilots super hard, and he
It's so
tilts
easy to
really
do that with
really.
zero suit. It's so easy. If you're autopiloting with zero suit, you're not getting anywhere, and I feel like that's
Yeah.
one of the problems that Glaka has.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
like a.
He relies on pure autopilot fundamentals and stuff, and it'll never work.
He's just gonna nair and then maybe shoot his paralyzer and or grab and with his grab and get punished. And,
It's
yeah.
really easy as zero suit to just do that as well, where
It
you're
is.
just like, I'm just gonna do zero suit things and not think about anything.
Yeah, that's like a habit people need to break.
Swaggins,
Like,
I can definitely see Swaggins outplacing Riaz at this point.
I just want
Yeah,
to say something about
maybe.
the zero suit thing. Actually, there was a amateur finals. It was Pon versus. What was that Bowser Jr. player from Dundee called who moved back
Oh,
to
is this
Broken Cog.
Broken Cog.
Broken Cog? Yeah, I remember grand finals. I think it was either between them or between Pon and Froke. No, Pon and Diodog.
No, it was Pawn and Broken Cog. I remember it.
Oh yeah, and he just upbeat him over and over to the point where up B was so stale it wasn't killing at 130.
Well, yeah, but Pawn doesn't really play Zero Suit anymore because like
But
On
that's
Switch
what
as
that
well.
character does to you. Like you're just like, I'm just gonna do this option, and like if it doesn't work, I'm gonna continue doing this option.
Yeah. Alright, breaking the top 10, Hibiki, the Cloud.
I could see him rising if he just
If he gets one more solid tournament,
yeah.
with a result above Ander, yeah, I could see him. Like I could see Ander drop quite a bit in this PR. Like if I had a Smash X Factor like Panda Global did, I would say Hibiki has like a +1 X Factor right now, and then Ander has like a -3 just because of everyone else right now, or a -4 even.
Maybe.
Like Hibiki is the one I think has the most potential out of everybody here to go up.
Yeah, I would kind of agree. But
Like,
he just
Swaggins as well, but like Hibiki, I think is the one person I could see in 6 months' time being in the top 5.
Yeah, just alone the character really helps him out, and it really fits his playstyle.
Yeah, like ever since Cloud came out, like, I've seen a great improvement in his tournament results.
Mm-hmm. And then Ander as well at 9th, also secondarying Cloud. I don't know how I feel about Ander's placement right now. he's all over the shop for me. But
Yeah.
and ninth at the time felt okay. I was like, okay, I could put him ninth. Rebirth results, beat Pidgey, and he showed improvement to me. So I was like,
He just
potentially,
had
what
he
was
just
it?
had solid showings.
He had
Yeah,
so much positives going into this PR, so it was hard to really rate him. But
I think like Anders' thing is like he's definitely in the top 10, and just occasionally he'll do really really well. Like he'll get to a grand finals.
uh,
Uh,
what I need to see from Anders though, is him place really high at a tournament. At least top 3 of the top 5 are at, and a few of like the other 15 in this list. Probably, if he can beat a solid few people out of the 15 in this list at a tournament, I think it will help him a lot. Because
Yeah.
in the most recent Battlefield, June, he lost to Fez, who was way below him. Who else did he lose? I think he lost. Did he not lose, get double eliminated by Fez?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got double eliminated.
Alright, so he got double eliminated by Fez.
And he's
I
like
don't know.
4 spots below him, so
Ander and Swaggins did not play because I know it was Swaggins and Hibiki that played, and Hibiki was put out by Swaggins.
yeah.
Who put Swaggins out? Was it? Oh, it was
That was
Fez, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
Dragon
like
came 4th.
from 13th to 9th, there's this like big fight going on between all these people right now for like
Yeah.
higher spots, and Hibiki's like constantly telling me my next goals are Ander and high. But right now, Hibiki's goals right now is to be keeping himself away from Swaggins and Fez. Because not only that, Hibiki's
Yeah, 'cause
been
he's
losing
dropped
to Fez a
sets
few
to
times
both
as
of
well.
them.
He's dropped sets to both of them, and I've not seen him yet play Riaz. Fez is also a comment on
I've
Facebook.
mentioned he's dropped sets to Greg as well. He's down at 15. Or he dropped set at like from Destination 4 at least.
Mark says he's beaten everyone recently, 7 out of 12, except for Riaz. Yeah, I've not seen him that. And he put, yeah, this is the biggest thing about Fez, actually. I forgot to mention this.
Yeah, no, he's beaten.
He just recently beat Pidgey 3-2, which is massive. So, like, Fez and Swaggins alone have the biggest X factor of improving, and I think Fez is the most biggest X factor. If Fez could go up literally about, he can go up about 5 spots at this point right now. I can see him going past high.
Yeah, because he's like, out of people above him, he's beaten Pidgey, Time Muffin, High, Ander, and
Is he beating
Hibiki.
time off him?
He has, it was like Battlefield something? I don't remember. It was like a couple months ago. No, that was in April, I think. Or March. It was in March, yeah. March when he was there. I'm sure he beat Time Muffin like round 1 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the time Muffin was actually there.
The thing I forgot to mention as well is Greg did actually just win his own tournament as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He didn't drop a single game.
That's
But
so
that's part-
annoying.
That's
That's
partly
so annoying.
because Mark Bez got double eliminated by Lewis, so he didn't get to play against Greg, and he's like been the one that's giving Greg more trouble than anyone else at the moment.
Yeah.
Bez. So I don't know.
but yeah,
It's hard
Greg's
to
about to be dropped off of this anyway.
That's
so-
true. Yeah.
Mark also says he beat Muffin in February or March.
I think.
So
it was
yeah,
in March.
like he has potential to really hit between 7, 8, maybe even just.
I
behind
guess like
Ethan.
one more tournament result with a bunch of these players, and then
That's it. He's like solidly 7th or something.
yeah.
Yeah, around there.
That's crazy the amount of improvement he's put in though.
I've high hopes for Fez.
When I first saw him playing, like he couldn't even land bomb fairs, and then as soon as he put in some work, he went so far with the character.
Well, first time I played him in tournament, I was like Granite City Comic Con or something, and I beat him. Like that was how long ago that was, and like a lot has changed because like every time I see him at like more.
He used to be
travel
like
and
really
tournaments.
stationary with his camping as well. And whenever I saw Toon Links that were really stationary camping, like sitting on the spot, I was just like, yeah, they can have potential, but they have to learn to move out that spot. And he started doing that a bit more. Like he starts running around with bombs way more.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like his movement a lot is improved.
His movement's way better. Alright, so this is probably the most controversial placement on this list because everyone seems to disagree with it, but Hattie at number 8.
I don't really disagree that much. In fact, I'm not really sure where I would put High. Because
Yeah, Hattie is a weird one because I would have put him at 8th like a few months ago. It's just I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm not
that's the
really sure what it
thing.
is.
I don't know if I should have put him this high, but at the same time, it was leaking on Oktoberfest, and then the fact he just beat Ander, so
yeah,
he was kind of safe.
Yeah,
The only
like
thing is he's not actually really played Hibiki.
well, he
Actually,
played
he might have played
Hibiki.
Hibiki.
He played Hibiki uh in Dundee monthly, didn't he? And I think Hibiki beat him.
I think Hibiki beat him actually.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
and then there's also he's not played Riaz, he's not played Swaggins, he's not played Fez yet.
No, he played. Fez also beat him with that same.
Has Fez played Hattie?
Yeah, he beat him. I remember the shield break.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Not to mention, High also lost to Greg at Hype Spawning. 'Cause I remember
Hattie
watching
also
that
has like the biggest trouble playing against the top 6. Like I've never seen him like come close to taking a game off the top 6. So
I feel like a really long time ago I saw him taking games off of like Pidgey, but like that I don't see that happening now because
mhm.
things have changed. That was a long time ago.
Hattie's going to
That's
be
true.
like the most interesting to watch in the
Yeah.
upcoming months. Especially with him just coming, he'll be coming back from America pretty soon, so
All right, that's where it is.
he's
So-
been getting the grind. 7th, Time Muffin.
Time Muffin's the weird one because like he's really good at melee and really good at PM.
Yeah, when you see him play those games, like you can see the potential if he did put more work into Smash 4. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like whenever I talk to him, it's just like it seems like he just wants to focus more on melee in other games, and it's
Yeah,
like,
and that's basically it.
And whenever
Yeah.
it's PM, apparently he wants me to rejoin. He apparently misses me and Pidgey playing PM, so I guess like Smash 4 is his way of connecting with us.
Yeah, I suppose.
but yeah, like I have no idea because like he does when he puts time in, he's really good, but he doesn't put time in.
That's the thing. I'm not sure how much he cares about his placement because he's got a lot more focus on PM and melee for sure.
And like he's gotten really good at melee as well. So like part of me just wants
Yeah.
him to just like focus way more on that because like it seems like he enjoys it a lot more and he's like really good at it. Like he's like what, top 3 in Scotland now?
Yeah, he's like
And,
top
like,
2.
If you look at the UK power ranking, he's like pretty high up on that. So
Yeah, he got up there with was it Socks he's right next to?
he should be higher than Socks.
I think he was right next to Socks just and then you saw like Shifting Shadows like ranked 13th, 14th or something on the UK PR.
Yeah,
Alright.
the UK PR is a bit weird though.
Oh
Because,
no, he
like,
was right next to Fade. That's what it was.
right.
Oh,
The UK one's a bit weird though because like Fraser outplays like Fraser will beat Shifting Shadows, not all the time, but like quite a lot of the time.
yeah,
So,
sometimes I've seen.
Aye.
so I'm really interested to see how that
so
goes.
you got
But yeah.
Top 5 placement at Oktoberfest. I don't know if actually he entered Smash 4 at Hype Spotting. I don't think he did. And then he's had a few, but
I
he
don't
had a
think so.
few good Battlefield results. Specifically, he beat Host.
Yeah,
Who are we talking about?
time muffin.
Fraser.
Yeah.
Fraser,
He did enter Outspotting.
did he enter it
What are you talking about last year or this year?
this year?
Oh no, I don't think he entered this year.
I think he was just melee this
Sorry.
year.
Oh, sorry, I need to take a call.
Alright. I mean, I guess what I would say is that, like, if he doesn't put more time into Smash 4, I can see him dropping down. And, like, it's pretty much as simple as that. But if
yeah,
he does,
basically.
it basically just comes down to how interested he is in playing the game.
Yeah, because seeing how good he is at melee, like, potential is definitely there for him to like even go higher if he played the game more.
Because he definitely has fundamentals.
Yeah,
Playing
exactly.
Other Smash games.
So, yeah, like... Yeah, it's hard to say. It is entirely dependent on whether he wants to or not. Because he's certainly got, like, the mentality of, like, knowing how to get better. and like he has results against like pretty much everybody in the top 5. Like I
Yeah.
think he's beaten you, DG. I think he's beaten Ethan.
They're 2-2 in sets.
Okay. I think he's taking a set of Pidgey, right?
Who's taking a set off Pidgey?
Time Muffin.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
sure
so.
about that.
Not recently, but I think he did it once.
The most notable thing he's done with me, he nearly took a set off me at Height Spotting 4
All right.
in pools.
Oh, he was in your pool. Okay.
I think he has taken a set off everybody above him.
I don't know.
He's done it with Oast, he's done it with Kin, although customs were on for that one. So
Well, he's not done it with me. He's definitely not beat me in a set yet.
I thought you said he had.
No, he came close at Height Spotting 4.
Oh, he came close. Okay then. Has he beaten Pidgey in a set?
I don't think so. But also very close.
Right. I could have sworn that happened once. Like, but
I
it
don't
would have been
remember
a
it.
while ago if it had.
But that's partly why he's ranked so high, though.
Yeah.
Because you can
Yeah.
test with the top 6 or so very well.
Like, yeah, no, when I saw that first, him being put at 7th, I was a bit skeptical, but I didn't really consider, like,
I didn't consider it either until Pilot mentioned it to me.
yeah.
Who
And
has
that's a fair
actually
point.
taken sets from you apart from Wobbles, Pidgey, and Oast? No one's taken a set from me.
Yeah,
Apart from-
no one under Time Muffin has taken a set off you.
Mm-hmm.
Or no one under.
Apart from Lemon. Apart from Lemon.
Oh, yeah, no, we can't forget Lemon.
Really close. Oh.
That's such a close set, Lemon. Okay.
Man, can we get Lemon for Smash Summit?
It's got my vote.
Alright, so moving on from Fraser, Ethan. This is where it gets juicy.
Oh,
I actually don't know. Alright, this is gonna sound kind of harsh, but I don't know why Ethan is below DG. Because
This was also based on potential. My views on DG. I really see DG as like breaking top 3 at some point.
I was playing O's in friendlies at Capital Smash, and it was not one-sided, but I think I was winning like 70% of them.
Mm-hmm.
alright.
I played like 2 hours as well. I don't know. I still have to prove it in tournament.
Yeah, that's a good point. 'Cause, like,
I think the whole situation between you losing to Swaggins twice put a downer on your potential going up right now.
Because
If it wasn't for that-
the reason why I lost to him, like at the what was it, May? The one in May?
yeah, me.
Like the first time, like that time when I played him, my mindset was so bad, and then like when I was playing him in the losers side in the losers split, it was kind of like one-sided.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you changed your playstyle so much in losers when you played them.
Yeah, it was really bad. But next
Yeah.
time I play, I don't know if I'm going to play Sheik against him next.
'Cause if you hadn't lost to Swaggins recently, and you got another top 3 placement, I think you'd be above Pidgey.
Hmm.
but I
It's
mean, like
shocking
looking at Ethan,
to
like
think that Pidgey's dropped that much though.
like the last time DG and Kid Wobbles fought, Kid Wobbles won, and
Yeah.
I think he actually has like more sets over you than you over him.
Yeah,
I think that
he's
might be-
winning in sets.
Mm-hmm.
I've only beaten him once in tournament.
But again, Ethan's kind of like that. Ethan's kind of that gatekeeper still.
Yeah, but then
Just that
again,
he
like
doesn't
he's still
travel.
beating DG like more than DG's beating him.
Uh-huh.
Ethan doesn't travel. and
It's really hard to
really
say.
hindering him.
Yeah.
That's a very
Yeah.
big impacting reason as well. Because he doesn't travel is a huge impacting reason. Because DG's got more results in Edinburgh.
Yeah, so there's so many
Dundee.
players you're not going to see Ethan play against because he's not going anywhere.
Like when I go
Yeah.
to London, like I get out of pools as well,
Yeah.
and London's a big deal.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
Oast doesn't really go to Edinburgh. You never get to see matches you want to see between
Yeah,
different people. So that's
Oh.
another big impacting thing.
Yeah, we
yeah.
need more big
Ethan-
events in Scotland to get people to come to us. Because
If
I don't
Ethan
know. Like, if
outplaces
people,
DG, so
Oh, yeah.
I
went
think he'll be
robot
top
again.
5 if he outplaces. Oh no.
No, just say what you just said. I think you're okay now.
Right, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Go. Just say it now.
Right. 5th and 4th, if they drop to Ethan at Big Battlefield, I think he will be top 5.
Yeah.
I'm looking really
I can see
confident in Big Battlefield though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll talk about that later anyway, because predictions.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. So DG 5th, so we kind of just went over that, did we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just move straight ahead on to Pidgey. Pidgey has just busted so hard. My boy, what is happening with you? You're scaring me. It's no longer top. Gosh, where do I start with Brian?
We've been
Mindset.
going for quite a while, so like try and keep it a bit short.
There's a lot of players I haven't seen him play against in a while. That's another thing. Because like the last time he's played against Kin, I'm not sure when that was.
Last time they played, Ken won.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That was a while ago as well.
Yeah, that's the
That
thing
was
I'm
like
saying.
Battlefield March, I think.
Yeah. That was a really interesting. I liked that set a lot.
And it was you and Ken Grand Finals.
Because I think it was me. I think it was me and Pidgey winners finals, and it was like 3-1 me. And then he went on to face Kin in losers finals, which was just Kin's set to take, I guess.
I mean, that's why he's at number 2. He's got results like this.
Losing to Ander. He's lost to Hibiki, but he's not lost to Hibiki in bracket yet, like a proper bracket.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Also, Fez. Fez is
Oh,
quite
yeah.
big. And I can see Pidgey losing to Ethan at the next tournament. Aside from that,
Yeah, no. You seeing Ethan take a set off of you. It's like it's definitely something to consider.
mm-hmm.
Like, he's looking more scary each and every time.
Pidgey smash back from Pidgey. I think we need minus 2.
Alright, you went robot again.
Yeah.
Make sure that's not me just going in a really long voice.
But I think Pidgey can certainly like pull it back.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
can see him rising back.
He has a few good tournament results recently.
Yeah.
Coming
And
next.
like it is very much a case of he went on holiday for quite a while and seems to have taken a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that too.
So
But,
if he
like, he
comes
had,
back
like,
and puts time in.
Against like Pidgey and Fez, he had like a decent amount of time to come back and practice. I can see why when I played against him, but against Fez, I'm pretty sure he had enough time to like.
You know, I think he was saying as well that he did like putting in the work as well.
That's partly why I dropped him, because he had came back and he had plenty of time to come back, but he just kind of dropped. Losing to Fez was huge because he's played that matchup so many times. He shouldn't lose it.
Yeah.
He's beat Anarchy. He's beaten Anarchy's Toon League, and then he lost to Fez.
Man, Fez is going places.
I think a lot of it might be to do with mindset, because like a lot of the time, like I'll say like the same thing happens to me. Like if my mind isn't in the right place, I can just play so much. I can play so much worse.
All right. Okay, so third, the bronze, our boy Tarost.
Hey.
I
So-
expected him to be second, but like
I think a lot of people expect him to be second.
I wouldn't be lying. I expected him to be second as well. Yeah.
I'm surprised a lot of people didn't actually expect Pidgey to stay second though. I thought people were going to be pretty certain that Pidgey would just stay second.
Oast beat him like 3 times in a row. It's
Did he?
just like
Oktoberfest, I don't know when else he's beaten him actually.
one of the capital smashes he beat him.
Yeah,
Oh right. Okay.
Um,
and something else, I can't remember.
Oh.
I can't remember either.
You know, I'm thinking about it as well. At the time start.
Oh, maybe he's only beaten him twice then.
So
Maybe.
yeah,
Like the
I
last
think
times they played.
But all I know is like Pidgey's not had a good time fighting his Ness at all.
no.
So it was quite easy to put Ost above Pidgey. But it was also hard at the same time to drop Pidgey so much.
I think maybe easier thinking about it is we would see us a bit more often. But like we can't really do much about that. It's up to him. But,
He's
like
coming to
anytime,
Glasgow though. Like he does travel to Glasgow now, so
yeah, like occasionally.
Uh-huh. And
I
it's
mean,
just a shame that one of his results shamefully was bad. Like wasn't as much of his expectations. But yeah.
that Battlefield March.
Um,
yeah, like he lost the
Yeah.
time off him.
and then he
but, like,
won did not win April. The bad thing with
Yeah, he
him
won
winning
April.
the one thing about April that annoyed me was no one like really significant to like me took a set from him. Or like he took sets from anyway. Like he didn't even get the DG. So that's better. And at the time
Robot.
Yeah.
um Right, how about now?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right, as I was saying, at the time I didn't know much about Swaggin, so I was like, DG just lost to that, and I don't know how Osa's probably going to win this now. So I didn't really see much of a big name challenge at Battlefield April, which is also significantly why I didn't make him second, because I don't feel like April alone was enough to give him that second place spot.
that's fair. I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I suppose Kin's got a little bit more consistency when it comes
Yeah.
to placing.
I think the reason I would have put him higher is because he does better against you, like historically.
Yeah.
If you look at sets, you're currently 2-2
Um,
because he's like
one at
one
Arma
of
and one in finals of Oktoberfest. So yeah, 2-2.
yeah. So from like that perspective alone, like he does better against the best player in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess like if you look at the results against other people, like Ken does better against like English players, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
It's like even against you, Jack. Like I'll see Kin hold his own every so often. So
Ken can do really well against me sometimes,
Yeah.
but there's also times where he just completely doubts himself and just lets it go.
Yeah, but like has Ken taken a set off you?
No.
No, I've taken sets off of him with my Pit and Mewtwo as well.
oh,
The one reason I'm really surprised I have Ken second as well, he has had a few moments of absolute nonsense, like losing to Strawhire
and me.
and yourself.
Yeah.
He has those moments, but I couldn't shake the fact that I still think he potentially was second.
But yeah, I guess like big battlefield coming up. You've got Versus fighting after that. I don't know who's traveling for that.
I'm most likely going.
There's that big. You've got Celtic Throwdown, and then you've got is it Syndicate? I think it's called.
Mm.
The one in the Netherlands. That's after Celtic Throwdown.
I think so.
Yeah, you've got those like big 4 events coming up. I think those are going to be like where you're going to start seeing like more accurate places because a lot of these people on this entire list just haven't played each other at all.
That's
So, like, not
true.
So like it's hard to tell where people stack up against each other when a lot of these like I haven't seen Hattie play a lot of the people below him.
Yeah. Just mentioned that, like, specifically, he's not played people from 9th to 13th a lot. But he's played Fez. Lost.
He's played Ander. I saw him playing Ander at VP.
Yeah, he's played Ander and he's beat Ander.
But like that
But he lost.
outside of Andor, like I haven't seen him play anyone else recently, really.
Yeah.
The thing about High is I've seen him
But yeah.
lose to Vicky, Fez, and Greg all in the past. And they're all below him.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of consistency issues.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Anyway, alright, so first, obviously, myself.
Yeah, I don't think there's really much up to debate there.
Yeah, like you're just the best player in Scotland. That hasn't changed, and
Not
it's
really.
really up to just someone to come and consistently take stats off you.
I mean, every
Yeah.
so often you'll see someone take a set, and that's cool. But like, you'll normally like you're winning all the tournaments that like no one, from like high scoring in Scotland.
I think that was like. I think it was good that Ethan just kind of won that set, though, because it kind of proves that even if I do lose a set to someone in Scotland, I'm not instantly counted out. I can still adapt.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
And I
Like,
think
I
it's
saw
good
the
to
adapt.
see you. Like, it's good to see you more. You're dropping more sets to people now than you were, but you're still winning as well.
Well, no, I've only lost 2 sets this year.
You're
Yeah,
close
but
to
that's-
I've
dropping that
actually
set
been
to
a bit.
DT as
I've
well.
actually been a bit more consistent this year than I was last year. I think.
Yeah.
Not really. Like looking at your record from last year to this year, like
I lost more sets to Pidgey in last year, and I lost a set to O twice. Yeah,
But-
there's not much of a huge change, but I think
Yeah.
so far I've had a slightly better
there
record
hasn't
this
really
year.
been the big tournaments are normally at the end of the year though, so there hasn't been as much potential for people to actually have chances to take sets off you.
Uh-huh.
So like when like what have we got coming up? Like over the rest of the year in Scotland, like you've got Big Battlefield, you've got I guess Celtic Throwdown I'm going to include because they're close enough.
If I can
Um,
make it to
yeah.
any of these as well.
Yeah, it's true. We don't have Arma this year, but you got Smash Summit Scotland.
Yeah.
You've got
We don't actually have
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest this year.
Oh, Smash 4.
Smash 4 is being cut from
Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest, but I'm planning on running on something separate for Oktoberfest though. That's not part of Oktoberfest though.
Oh, I mean we're looking at October to run like the next big battlefield, so I guess we'll sort of figure out what's going on that month at some point.
All right.
Because we want to like do the original plan for big battlefield was once every 3 months.
Uh-huh.
So
That sounds
October
good.
would be the month it falls into. But we can like fiddle around with that to make
Yeah, because we
Make
still want
stuff work.
October. We still want October to be that kind of big tournament because Oktoberfest was really good last year.
yeah.
Um,
What else? I guess like Road to Hypes will start again.
Oh
yeah, they will.
So those will be like the rounding off of the year. Maybe we'll see like something big in a different city. But I mean, there's like Comic Con. They might have one again.
Granite City?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Plus, I'm not sure if it.
There might be another Decades as well. Decades
Oh
will
yeah,
be something.
Decades.
Yeah, though like UK as well. Like you've got another Avalon coming up. They want to do another one this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smash 4 probably will not be Oktoberfest this year because it was so painful to run last year with how long it took.
Yeah, no, everyone's like complaining about how long Smash took in like comparison to other games.
Yeah, I mean like, and it's fine if you're a Smash 4 player. But
Yeah.
I can.
It's alright,
Like-
we'll get something organised for Oktoberfest. We'll have our own big thing.
Okay.
And yeah, well, I think this is probably going to be the next whatever big battlefield is going to be called at that point.
Alright.
Because if big battlefield, if I'd known Melee was going to be in it from the start, I would have had a different name. But yeah, we will see.
Yeah, because I suppose Battlefield in itself is like representative of Smash 4, but then is there? It's like
Yeah, like that was the whole point of,
Yeah.
of the battlefield name was that it was. But yeah, I have a name. I think it's pretty good for like a multi-Smash event. Whether it's the one that's going to be for every 3 months or like an annual thing, I don't know. But I guess we'll see. But I actually really not this summer, next summer. I really want to do a 2-day Smash event.
Yeah, 2 days would be better.
Yeah. it's just a case of like that a 2-day event can only really be like once or twice a year.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, like I want to like Rivals will be out by that point. I don't know about like Wave Dash games, like if they're gonna have anything out by then. But just like there's gonna be a whole bunch more platform fighters at that point, where like we could do like a celebration of all the games. So that'll be cool. And I really fucking love Rivals of Ether. Like I really like playing it, and it really needs to come out on Xbox so I can actually run events for it. But alas.
Anyway, right, that should wrap up the power ranking discussion anyway, so I'll move on to our last thing of the night. I've kept you for so long, actually. My apologies. I didn't expect it to go this long.
We've had a lot to go through. But
yeah, this will hopefully not be a reoccurring thing where I talk for like 3 hours. So, alright, so lastly we're just going to finish up with something a little bit fun. We're going to have our predictions on Big Battlefield Glasgow. So, who would like to start with their predictions for the top 8?
Well, it depends on who's like more people.
Who's going in terms of like?
This is a good point, actually. Maybe we shouldn't do this.
Okay, I mean, like, I just want to do quick predictions.
Yeah, you don't have to do top 3, top 8. You can do like top 3, imagine.
If Maggie comes, top 3. If Scarfelt comes, top 3. Whether that happens, I don't know. And then, like, I
really want Scarfelt to go.
I want him to go too. Yeah.
I think, although he was like the one person that was saying like he really doesn't know if he can now. But like hopefully he can. But I think top 3 is gonna be Maggie, Scarfelt, and Jacobin.
Yeah.
I can see that happening if they come.
Unless someone really puts time into learning the Bowser Jr. matchup.
I mean, I'm comfortable with Bowser Jr. A lot of the things I see when people play Magi is they let him use Mecha Koopas for free. It's so annoying to watch people like play Magi and they just do not pick up that Mecha Koopa. Pidgey nearly actually beat him at hype spotting, so I don't think
that happened.
I don't actually think he'll be that much of a problem for myself. But with John A improving so much, I still don't have that much of a worry. Because I've beaten Cloud Rain Zero and how comfortable I am on the Fox matchup.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Liam's been dropping a lot in the UK, so at least from what I've heard.
And Johnny was like taking games off of Ixis.
Yeah.
So.
But that's a completely different matchup and a different player.
And
so we never know.
Well.
Scarfelt's always kind of had me as his demon. I'm one of his demons, apparently.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can keep it that way.
And watching him play, like...
Oh, he's amazing now. I love watching him.
I know, I like watching him as well. Really
watching him at high spotting against GP, I just really feel like he deserved it. But alas, GP came out with the bot eruptions on the ledge over and over. So, there's that. Anyway, on my predictions, I would say... I'd actually probably say the same, actually. But maybe... Ooh, this is hard. If Ken goes, or Ost, I think one of them two can make top 3.
Yeah, I could see that
but
happening.
I think Ken will manage the most because he has a much better result against people outside of Scotland. I think
his track record is really good outside.
I think Ken could manage top 3, but he'll have to really put out the work for it.
I think it depends on who puts work into the matchups for whoever's coming as well.
If Carnage comes, I'm dropping it. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean like pretty much nobody outside. I think Magi's the only English player, like the really really good English players that are coming. I know Newcastle are coming, but.
All right. Yeah.
What is like? How many people get out of pools? Is it top 2 or top 3?
I think it's top 2.
Oh, okay.
Top 2 right now.
And there's no reset in bracket.
Yeah, there's not going to be a reset in bracket. Like the 2 options, actually, I think it is just going to have to be like top 2 with no reset in bracket, just for this one because we're on such a tight schedule.
That's fair enough.
Ideally, what I'd really like to do, although I did say I would never run round robin pools on a 1-day event, so But yeah, like ideally, like next event later in the year, if this one goes like to plan and goes well, would be to have more people getting out of their pools and then have like a bigger bracket section.
Yeah, like a top 48 or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like top 32, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be way better. Alright, DG, you still got to do your prediction, I guess.
Is Maggie like definitely going, or is it just like a maybe?
Maggie was, I'm thinking about going, but I need somewhere to stay.
Yeah,
Um,
he's just in the middle of trying to
Oh
find
yeah,
something
that's
to say.
right. He's
yeah, if
on-
anybody's watching this, please, if you have somewhere, if you're in Glasgow and you're able to like house him, can you please go on the event page and talk to him? Because I'd really like to see him come up for it. It'd be really
Myself
cool.
too, because
Yeah,
I
no,
really
that'd
want
be
to
good.
play him. I really want to play him though. After
And
I've heard
I'm
all this.
like just in that unfortunate position where like I can't offer it for this event, but next one I could. So like,
It's funny because Austin like housed everyone at house spotting.
Yeah, no, he had like so many people at his place at house playing, myself included, and then for this.
everybody go message Austin.
Just like bombard him with
I
messages.
mean, I think it's a bit unfair. Everyone just going to one person saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
need to house this guy." Like,
I wasn't being particularly serious, but
there's probably a couple. There's probably some other people that could potentially do it as well, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
oh, I mean, I guess Pilot would have been the person to ask, but
Oh yeah, well now he's not here, so.
I guess I'll do a
Pilot's
message.
housing me for Big Battlefield.
All right.
Fair enough.
Sorry,
Okay,
I took the spot.
for my prediction, I think it will be. Okay, so Maggie first. Second would probably be. I mean, you said Scarfell is not going. Like,
It's very up in the air if he's going or not.
okay, if he's going, then Scarfell. If he's not going, I can definitely see Ost being second.
Oh, second. Ooh.
Yeah, and then third, I can see obviously yourself, Jack. Fourth,
Oh.
fourth, I can see.
Fam.
You said it's a prediction. Like, I'm not.
This is quite a prediction.
Yeah, that's
Someone in Scotland's going to beat Jack, so I was like, whoa, calm down.
That'll be interesting. If Wolves can make out his bed.
But no, assuming that Magi and Scarfell are coming, I could still see Jack beating both of them.
I think Magi and me will be the most
Yeah, that's
interesting
what
if that
I'm
happens.
curious about, because you've got like a good record versus Scarfell and
Yeah, my record against Scarfell
I guess
online and
Fox in
offline.
general is really good, yeah.
Like, I don't know why I do so well against Fox. I guess being bought by him in every other game just annoyed me to the point I wanted to kill him in this game.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think maybe one other Scottish player in top three potentially. Like depends on who comes.
Yeah,
No
I
one
mean,
seems
for
to
all
think
we know,
Khajiit,
like
though.
Ethan could like gatekeep Magi or something.
Yeah.
But,
All right. I probably have to head right now because.
yeah, I
We're
need
just
to get going as well.
anyway.
But
Right.
yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been a good laugh, even though it's like been taking a while. But I'm cool with it anyway.
No bother. Right, we'll get wrapping stuff anyway, so if you just want to say where people can find you, whatever.
Go to Smash GG and sign up for Big Battlefield. There's only
Yeah.
64 places, and
Definitely.
half of them are full. I don't even think you've signed up, Jack.
I haven't, so
I
I'm
haven't
gonna,
signed up
I'm
either.
gonna get on that as soon as this is over and done with.
I
should,
think I've
do
signed
that.
up already.
I think you have. And
Yeah.
yeah, if you signed up for Captain's Mode, and go check if you're still signed up for Captain's Mode. And
No, I think I
sort it out.
checked earlier on. I'm not. I haven't signed up now because of the change that was made.
Yeah. Payment on the day.
Is it only on the day?
It's 10 quid in total.
Okay, yeah, but Captain
Same as a monthly.
isn't that only like how much is Captain mode though? Isn't that like free?
Captain's is free. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, maybe then.
Right.
Yes, go sign up.
Definitely. Right. Where can we find you, Sean?
I don't have Twitter, so nowhere really.
You can find him on Discord, I guess.
Yeah, you can find me on Discord.
Where can we find
RST Bug.
Mr. Dark Gamer?
You can find me on Twitter at DGX7.
I don't even think I have you on Twitter, too.
No, you don't.
I'll do that later. Also, you can find me at JackPayne1996. You can also find me at Giant Attack Weeklies on a Monday at the Old Bant Bar, Reform Street in Dundee.
I suppose if you're tweeting that in, you can find me at Old School House, Aberdeen, Sunday, 6 to 11, Reset Aberdeen.
And ninth place in challenge brackets.
For Battlefield.
You can always find him in ninth place, of course.
Only in Battlefield. I always need to, put that in, because it's...
If it's a big bracket, then he's always ninth. So this means you're going to be... If my prediction for Big Battlefield is ninth place Shawnee T, I better be correct.
That would actually be pretty good for me if it was, as big as it...
I'm going to laugh if you get ninth.
I wouldn't even mind getting ninth at that, because, that's a bigger event, so that's cool. That's fine. But, if I do get to that point, I'd like to be there, but okay. I don't think so, though. I'll see. I'll have to put in some work.
Also going to be wearing something very special on Big Battlefield, so be on the lookout for that.
Wait, what?
I said I'm going to be wearing something very special on Big Battlefield.
You're not cosplaying as Sheik, are you?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
No.
Is it a shirt saying, I'm gonna bop Yakabine?
I don't need a shirt for that.
Exactly, because it ain't happening.
Alright.
Alright, okay. I think that's a good note to end it on.
End it on people firing shots at each other.
Fire!
Man, I'm gonna rake these brackets to all hell. It's gonna be great.
Right, anyway, we're gonna get finishing off now, so thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you, we'll probably see you next month for another podcast.
I guess after Big Battlefields?
After Big Battlefield, yeah, definitely.
That's probably a good time, yeah.
Alright then.
Alright, I'll catch you all later.
We will see you later.
Alright, see y'all.
See ya.
Ta-da!
Bye.